What's up? What's up, family? We're live. It's good to be here on tonight. Glad that I can be here on tonight. Just gonna give a special shout out to anybody who might be watching this replay on today. We're live in the Lion's Den, and we are here. So we're gonna give everybody a chance to arrive and show up and everything, but we're gonna get started in just a few. So GG Naturals Homestead, how you doing tonight? GG Naturals Homestead says preserve those harvest Q. Oh yeah, I'm trying, fam. I'm trying to learn a little something and apply a little something. Jackson Harlem, salute to you. How you doing tonight, family? It's good to have you here tonight. Miss Crafts, Small Space Gardening and More. How you doing tonight? Fam, welcome to the Lion's Den. We are here early tonight, so we're just getting warmed up, and we're going to get it started. But for now, we're just getting all of our little bells and whistles all tuned and set up and everything like that. Got to make a few edits here to my banner and all that good stuff because I changed the email address. Yes, my new email address. I'm going to go ahead and, I didn't change it. Okay, so here we go. My new email address is lioncrestoutdoors@gmail.com. So I'm going to save that. Then we will, there we go. That is the new email address. I'm doing well, Miss Craft. I'm doing well. It's good to see you tonight. All right. But yes, as I've said, we've changed the email address, and we're going to go with that now. Cosmic Cultivators, how you doing tonight? It's good to see you tonight, Cosmic Cultivators fam. How you doing? So I wasn't even going to take a nap today, but I decided, yeah, exactly, Miss Craft. Miss Craft, that's so exciting. But I wasn't going to take a nap today, but I decided, hey, I'll go ahead and get a few minutes in before the live. So I went in there, and I was like, man, I bet I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. Literally, as soon as my head hit the pillow, I was opening my eyes to the alarm. So, yes. So Miss Craft, Small Space Gardening and More says, I see your store is getting some traffic. That's awesome. I'm excited about that, Miss Craft. In fact, Miss Craft, I'm actually going to be adding some more stuff to the store. So specifically, the Buena Mulata peppers are going to be added to the store. So I'm excited about that because the Buena Mulata peppers, a lot of people do not offer them. And I'm going to be excited to be able to offer them in somewhat of a mass. So that'd be really fun. I still got a lot of peppers to harvest as the season goes on. And I got some seeds already drying and everything like that. So to say I am happy about that is an understatement. I am really happy about that. So Cosmic Cultivator says, we are well and work as usual, but here listening. I'm glad that I can add a little spice and something nice to the workday to make it pass on through. And I hope that y'all are well as well, Cosmic Cultivators, my family. So good to have you here tonight. Broke Farmer 76, welcome to the Lion's Den. It's good to see you tonight, my brother. I'm glad you can make it. It's so good to see you, bro. MIG family in the house tonight. Miss Craft, Small Space Gardening and More. I'll just say Miss Craft, just to make it easier on the tongue, easier on the speech pronunciation. I love the name, by the way, though. Miss Craft. She says, cool, I'll be on the list of buyers for those peppers. I'm so excited for the Buena Mulata peppers because so some of the sheep nose pimento peppers that I was some of the seeds that I was harvesting from those plants, those fruits, I didn't want to keep some of them because they had like some brown on them or whatnot, but I kept all the good ones, and I'm actually keeping more good ones and everything like that. But the Buena Mulata peppers, those seeds, I didn't see like any abnormalities whatsoever. So I'm going to make sure that I do quality assurance on those as well, because the way that I go about picking seeds to actually offer to people in the community, I pick the seeds that look even better than what I would want to have for myself, and I make those set aside for anyone who might want to get them. So just trying to provide a super fair, not just a fair, but a super fair product to the clientele who wants to buy any of the products on the storefront and everything like that. So we always try to make sure that we can provide a above quality, above expectation based product on that store. And, you know, needless to say, I'm going to be doing some refining. I've done some research on my cottage laws and everything like that, but I'll be doing some refining on that research and be really specifying some things such as like the pH requirements and everything like that, because I want to actually start offering some of my canned things or pickled things on the actual storefront and everything like that. I'm probably not going to be doing any pressure canning on there for a while because I got to get my pressure canning skills up to par, but you know, I'll definitely be offering some of my pickled products on there because, oh my gosh, like Tiffany and I have been eating some of the pickled products that we made off of the first jar. And let me tell you that we had one half of that sheep nose pimento pepper. And let me tell you, it was like a sweet, sour, zesty, like that's faded into a really nice spicy aftertaste. And oh my gosh, it's just amazing. And then that garlic added to it really just adds an extra level to that zing. And then the you can just taste the spirit of the garden right in there. It's like the vinegar and the pickling salt just preserves that garden spirit right into those vegetables. So I'm excited about the future when it comes to pickling, but I'm also excited about it when it comes to pressure canning as well. So let's check up with the chat and everything, make sure we don't get behind or nothing like that, because we want to make sure every one of the family that's coming into the room gets greeted appropriately and everything like that. So growing with Hudson, how are you doing tonight? It's so good to see you tonight. Glad you can make it to the live. Welcome to the Lion's Den. As you can see, FarmerQ here has just come off of his old lion's nap so he can feel young again. Nah, but you know, as y'all know, I start my days pretty early. I got out this morning, left the house at 6:30. I was on a mad mission this morning. I did some tree trimming on yesterday, and I had to make sure that I removed that brush and everything like that. So I wanted to remove it before the brush, before the actual soil yard actually opened, because they take that brush and they actually take it at a very reasonable price. But I wanted to make sure that I wasn't in some kind of unreasonable line, because if you're there even 30 minutes past them opening, it's like a meat grinder that you're waiting in line for. So, and then I got there on time and everything, and I was one of the first few people to actually be in there and everything like that. But what ended up happening was I got parked and I was getting all the brush off the back of the truck and everything like that. When I was done, I was blocked in. I had to play ballerina maneuver man to try to get out of there. And I got out of there okay. So it was all good. But yes, growing with Hudson, it's great to see you tonight. Let's see here. C. Thomas, how you doing tonight, family? I'm so glad you can make it to the live on tonight. Was just talking a little bit about some of my morning endeavors on today. Got into some brush pickup and unloading. Then I went over to some family's house and got after some irrigation troubleshooting. I'm going to go and continue that on tomorrow a little bit, but I'm probably also going to do some fishing on tomorrow. I plan to get up kind of early and get after it. So yes, I will be doing some filming of that and everything like that. Got to continue on the lineage of the fishing videos and everything like that, because not only do I enjoy doing them, it turns out that y'all enjoy watching them. So look, it's a win-win situation in that regard. Miss Craft's small space gardening. Oh, I just said I was just gonna say Miss Craft. Miss Craft says can't wait. Look, I can't wait either, fam, because Tiffany is just over the moon about them. I can't keep her away from that first jar that we cracked open. So look, it's got some flavor, got some soul, got some spirit to it, and I'm excited to share it with everybody. And it's really exciting because it's like the first of much to come. So it's definitely like a seed that has been planted in a good way in regards to actually wanting to continue on with all that good stuff. So we're going to definitely continue on with it. So we got, oh man, Tiffany Cherie in the house. That's love. That's love. So Tiffany Cherie, oh yeah. So I was just about to ask Tiffany to tell the chat how she likes the peppers and everything, and she's like, yes, the peppers are great with the flame symbol on the back end, because that's definitely what you get on the aftertaste of the spicy jars themselves. They have like a little bit of a zesty little bite to them that leaves a little bit of the mouth, not a little bit, leaves the mouth watering and burning just a little bit. So Growing with Hudson says, I found some $1 hibiscus. They don't even know what they giving away. That's my gain, she says. So, oh yeah, that is, oh my gosh. So were they the seasonal hibiscus, the ones that are kind of the tropical ones that might have like the red and yellow looking flowers? Sometimes they might be called Hawaiian punch hibiscus. I know that's what they're called out here. The hibiscus that typically might cost about $3 to $5 a pot. Are those the ones that you're looking at or talking about? But that's a beastly sale if that's the case. Goodness gracious. So Tiffany Cherie says, helps my sinuses. So yeah, she was having some sniffle stuff going on yesterday, and she bit into one of them sheep nose pimento peppers that were pickled with the buena mulata peppers. That opened the sinuses up real good. Let's just say that it was good for a while. She probably was still dealing with it, but it's always nice to have some relief from that, huh? Tiffany Cherie giving y'all the whole rundown of how she used the peppers. It's really cool. So she says, I stuffed some of those peppers with feta, and it was bomb. She says it was bomb when she stuffed them with feta. I got to try it too. I'm not a huge fan of feta, but I really liked it. It was really good, and I enjoyed the flavor of it. And the combination of the feta with the peppers actually really helped tame down the flavor, the spiciness of the peppers a little bit. So that was really nice, and it's really nice. She says, I also used his tomatoes and some pasta tonight. So yeah, I still got to try that. But she made some pasta, and she put the tomatoes were sitting right on top. So look, I'm just over the moon about that, because it's like the stuff that is being grown in the garden is all being used, and it's all going to a purpose. So that's all I can ask for at this point. So we're just going to keep that thing moving. Okay, so let's see here. So Growing with Hudson says, I'm harvesting the petals for that healing tea. Oh, okay. So she's harvesting the petals of the hibiscus for the healing tea. So Growing with Hudson, could you tell us some of the benefits of harvesting the petals of the hibiscus and some of the healing benefits that might have? Could you share? I mean, you can go in detail, or you can share it briefly. Just want to kind of pick your brain on that a little bit, because we don't got to Google everything when we have such an amazing family here, right? Oh yeah. Yankee sister, how you doing tonight? I'm so glad that you could come and be a part of the live tonight. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Super happy to see you, fam. She says, hey, FarmerQ, Tiffany, and the whole garden family. That's what I'm talking about. Coming in here with hugs and love. I love it. And then Miss Craft's small space gardening. I'm going to just say it how I say it. I'm going to say it the right way, or I'm going to just say Miss Craft. There we go. But she says, fingers crossed, I'll have some fall greens waiting for the pickled peppers. Ooh, that's going to be awesome, fam. Look, I'm excited for the fall too, because I'm planning on doing a lot of pressure canning with the pressure canner that Stinky Puddle Ranch sent us, and it's going to definitely be put in use, and we're definitely going to make the most out of it. I'm going to be pickling still, and I'm going to be canning pretty much all the greens except for the greens that we eat fresh out of the garden. So we're looking forward to that for sure. And I didn't even think about that, Miss Craft, but we could take some of those pickled peppers that we have in there, and we could actually add it to the greens to actually enhance that flavor, kick it up a notch or two, right? That's crazy. Like that's brilliant. You are a genius, Miss Craft. You are a genius. Yes, Growing with Hudson. I think it's going to be amazing. I think that's going to taste so good. Kisses and hugs to you too, Yankee sister. Thank you for the love. We appreciate it, family. We appreciate it. And we have family rolling on in. And, golly, like time is moving tonight. Time is moving. And that's not a bad thing necessarily, but we're just getting warm. We're making sure that the people who are here, the family who are here, will be here. So yeah, growing with Hudson. So that sounds really interesting about the hibiscus petals. If I can recall correctly, didn't Lady Cheryl say something about that as well? So that's why I'm asking about it. It seems like multiple people in the garden community fam are using hibiscus petals for one reason or another. So it seems like I need to get to growing me some hibiscus. Okay, so there you go. Growing with Hudson just answered the question that I asked earlier, and she says hibiscus is high in antioxidants, blood pressure. Well, high in antioxidants. It's good for for bringing down blood pressure, lowering blood fat, and boosting liver health, etc. Okay, so it's essentially it's just a really good cleanser. It sounds like it. It sounds similar to what. So people actually take corn silks and they use those for medicinal benefits as well. And I think if I'm correct, I might not be correct, but if I'm thinking correctly, it might have been Yankee Sister who told me about on one of the comments she left on the corn video about like you can use silks. But if not, I think something that she said prompted me to look that up. So yeah. What's up, Sifting? What's up, Sifting some Soil 55? How you doing, Mona Newell? Drops Family Garden. Welcome to the Lion's Den, y'all. I'm glad that y'all could make it on tonight. Super happy to have y'all. And look, we're just grateful. We're thankful and we're grateful on the night. We've had a long day up to this point. Got up at about 3:45 this morning, been humming and revving ever since. But got that steady energy going, got that steady and consistent energy going. I don't feel low and I don't feel too high. So I'm at a really good point of resonance in the day. So let's see here. I know that Miss Craft said something that I don't want to miss. So she said, yes, Miss Craft said, and some cornbread to soak up the broth. So you got all kinds of brilliant, beautiful, tasty, delectable, delicious things going on with all the flavors you got clashing together with that cornbread soak up. Oh my gosh, like you got the ideas bubbling up here, Miss Craft. So I'm excited. I'm more excited for the fall now. You add into the pot. No pun intended. C. Thomas, if I didn't say hey to you, C. Thomas, I'm super happy you could be here on the night. Welcome to the Lion's Den. You fam sharing the last name. That's dope. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Drops Family Garden says beetroot juice also lowers your blood pressure. For your information. Okay, I've heard good things about beetroot juice, and that's a really good point, Drops. And I'm glad you brought beetroot. Let me turn this music. Let me turn this song actually, because it's kind of distracting. Here we go. So, but yeah, it makes sense that beetroot juice actually has that kind of a quality to it, because a lot of times in nature, fruit that replicates whatever the thing that it on the human body that it might look like actually usually helps that particular thing, like beetroot juice for blood and cleansing the blood, kidney beans for kidney health, carrots for your eyes, the beta carotene in them. When you cut the carrot open, it has like the circular patterns that kind of replicate the pupil of the eye, all kinds of cool things like that. And they don't necessarily, like if you're blind, bring vision back, or something like that. But they're very good. These antioxidants that we find in nature are very good at helping assist in making sure that we don't age those particular body parts that might be a part of those functions. It's like a preservative for our body, a natural preservative. So a lot of these fruits and vegetables, we got to look at the qualities that they have to offer and drink plenty of water while we're eating these things. So helps a lot. Drops Family Garden also says that borage helps women that are lactating and increases urine flow. That sounds amazing, actually. Yeah, that's really, really good for women's health, especially in the time of you having your baby and shortly after. That seems like it would really help. It's amazing. Crazy Ed's Homestead. How you doing tonight, bro? I'm super glad you could be here on the night. I'm glad you could come, brother. Look, Crazy Ed's Homestead, he been over there harvesting the mess out of some peppers, y'all. He been on it over there. He been on it, doggone it. And I'm proud of him. He has come a long way this year, and he is taking leaps in his journey. Highly encourage y'all to check out Crazy Ed's homestead. He's a cool cat. Yeah, he says I said he's a cool cat because he's a lion just like the rest of us. So go check him out, y'all. So Broke Farmer 76 says beet juice. Ew. Okay. Look, fam. Don't sleep on some beet juice. I'm telling you, some beet juice mixed with some prune juice, mixed with some plum juice. Ooh, you're talking about regular juice right there. I call that the juice of regularity right there. So you take some beetroot juice, you take some plum juice, and you take some prune. Well, prune juice is plum juice. Well, I'm just doubling up on the prunes, I guess. There you go, bro. Have you some beet prune juice mixed up. And I remember I had some of that. It was like a strawberry or like blueberry flavor or something like that. And it was like a probiotic juice. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it was called like Belly or something like that. So, yeah, I got the mug. I'm drinking some coffee out of it. I'm finishing the coffee that I had after my old man nap because I'm not going to kid y'all right now. I was when I was ticking up to the time of the live and everything like that, I was like, you know, I feel some kind of way about like how I feel right now, but you know, I ain't gonna entertain that. We just gonna stick with it, right? So I'm here and I'm happy that we here and we good. So let's see here. Drops Family Garden says, refer to my videos on medicinal herbs. Y'all, if y'all are looking for information on herbs, medicine regarding those particular herbs, go check out Drops Family Garden. That's one thing that I was actually talking about. Forgot who I was talking about this with. I think I was talking about this with some MIG fam of mine earlier, and I was saying that, and if it wasn't them, that's cool too. But I was saying that I wanted to really increase my knowledge on herbs. No, I was telling my buddy Chase that earlier today. I was telling him I want to increase my knowledge on herb varieties and understanding what those varieties are and trying to figure out different ways that you could use them as benefits and figure out ways to eradicate them without being too dramatic, but being straight to the point. So just trying to enhance the knowledge a bit. What's up, The Sweet Spot? How you doing tonight, fam? It's great to see you. It's great to see you tonight. How's everything in the garden going? Let me know. Let me know. I know it's getting warm out there. I know that for sure. So speaking of it getting warm outside, we're about to really bolster the garden's defenses a little bit. I'm about to come in there with some more fresh compost and really just add some more mulch. I'm going to add some wood mulch to the garden and really just top it off really well so I can enhance the moisture retention of the garden, because we're coming into the warm season of the garden. So we got to really be prepared for that. And I'm going to let y'all know right now, we ain't going to let the heat beat us completely. It's going to take, we're going to have some casualties out there because it's warm out there, but we ain't going to lose everything. See, Broke Farmer, there you go. See, Thomas says, I thought the same thing, but it was a nice, sweet flavor. The only thing about beet juice that really kind of, I won't say takes me away from the flavor, it just kind of makes me really just realize what I'm drinking. It has like an earthy flavor to it as well. So it kind of tastes like you're drinking sweet earth or something like that a little bit. Golden beet juice, however, has a lot less of that actual flavor, that that earthy flavor. It has more of the sweet flavor that you might be looking for. So there's something for everybody. Golden beets is actually my favorite variety of beets. When I was younger, I actually didn't like beets, and I used to have a problem with the redness that they had. I'll eat them now. They're delicious to me now, but it was a process getting to this point. And I think that one thing that we got to realize with the garden is a lot of times when we're growing these fruits and vegetables in the garden, you might not like how they taste when you first eat them. You gotta kind of retrain your brain to allow yourself to enjoy these things that God has given us and everything like that, because we draw ourselves away from what it is that we have to enjoy in the world, which is our own fruits of our labor. So we have to remind ourselves that what we can produce is good and what we can produce is very healthy and beautiful. So yeah, some of those reflective things that we have to stop and consider. Miss Craft says beet juice mixed with grape juice is the bomb. I gotta try that. That sounds like it'd be a pretty good combination right there. Oh snap! Stinky Puddle Ranch in the house. How you doing tonight, family? So Stinky Puddle Ranch says, "Merhaba, Lioncrest. We are late, but we are here. I was putting a late dinner in the oven. Homemade turkey pot pie. You and Mr. Stinky Puddle Ranch, y'all be over there just making my stomach growl. Y'all are always preparing something homemade from scratch, and it just sounds so delicious all the time. But you know what? I'm so happy that y'all get to enjoy all that. And I know that one day when we get all settled in, we'll be doing just the same. And I'm just super happy for y'all, family. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you to Stinky Puddle Ranch for sending the pressure canner. And we will be cracking that bad boy open and getting it used and warmed up real soon here. But I want to make sure that we have enough of what we want to grow to actually put in there. So come fall time, that's the time we'll really be letting that baby shine. So be looking forward to that, y'all. Be looking forward to that. What's up, Mr. Stinky Puddle Ranch? How you doing tonight? He says, hey, FarmerQ, late but here and ready. And he put his peace sign up, and he got his little he got his little nerdy emoji. So he's got his notepad out. We'll be talking about some educational stuff on tonight for sure. It won't be like super deep dive kind of stuff, but it's just kind of really straight to the point, really straight to the point about what we are going to be diving into tonight, which is the preservation of whatever it is that we are growing, whether it be pickling, pressure canning, water bath canning, whatever the case may be. We're just lining up with whatever we need to do to make sure that we can captivate that moment in time, which is the harvest, because it is a beautiful time and we want to extend that window of opportunity to be able to tap into our own produce. Yes. Stinky Puddle Ranch says, good evening, fellow pride. I want to take a minute to say, everybody, welcome to the Lion's Den on tonight. We are now feasting. So bear those fangs and rip into that beautiful knowledge flesh that we're about to consume and just get ready to be full and be happy on tonight. So thank y'all for coming on tonight. And I appreciate everybody who's taking the time to show up and be here and support your bro, Lioncrest, FarmerQ, whatever you know me as. Yes. Doesn't it? The sweet spot. That sounds so good. Sounds amazing. So Crazy Ed's Homestead said, I built 3 new raised beds. I just planted 156 new plants. Boy, oh boy, I am excited to see the fruits of that labor right there. And I saw that you posted that video. I need to check that out. I'm excited to go check that out. Did you plant all of the 156 plants in that one video? Let me know. Container Crops, Scaredy Cat Gardener, how you doing tonight, fam? Welcome to the Lion's Den. I'm so glad you could be here on tonight. You already know what it is. Welcome to the Pride. You always have been along for the ride, and you're always welcome to the Lion's Den. We're feasting. So jump right on in and take part in this win on tonight. You already know. Yes, drops. Crazy Ed has been busy. What's up, Miss Cosmic Cultivators? So now I have confirmed that it's Mr. Cosmic Cultivators at work who's enjoying this live stream, and Miss Cosmic Cultivators could join us as well on tonight, the lioness herself. So we're happy that we could have you here on tonight, fam. So the sweet spot says, I can't complain. Things are going okay for the temps. Okay. And you're right, the sweet spot, it's been pretty mild in comparison to most summer seasons out here, it's just been kind of humid. We've been getting quite a bit of rain. We've been getting way more rain than what's characteristically normal for our area. I'm saying up here in this area of Texas, and I'm imagining that, you know, y'all are getting a lot of rain down there too, because if it's a lot of rain up here, usually our friends and family down by the coast is getting it just as bad. So be looking out for that powdery mildew. Be looking out for those fungi that are going to take over and cause problems for your gardens and things like that. So always be on the lookout for the next potential pathogen that could put a dent into your harvest. Always be thinking about the predator before it predates your produce. Look at that alliteration right there. So let's see here. So Drops Family Garden says, beets are full of nitrates and are good for your heart. 100%. And it will help so much with your blood pressure, with making sure that your blood flow is there, and just, you know, general health, general health. I'll say for men, that's a really good way of putting it. But, you know, it's good for everybody. Beet juice isn't just good for men. You know, just like earlier in the chat, I forgot who mentioned it. They were saying that, what were they saying that was good for women's health? I forgot. But basically, there's things that there's some things that might be better for men, and there's some things that might be better for women. But, you know, if it's healthy, it's generally going to be good for both sides of the spectrum. So Drops Family Garden says, I don't like pickled beets. I roast them. You know, I don't think pickled beets sounds very good myself. I do. So last time we had golden beets, that's what I did. I chopped them up into golden beet French fries, as I call them. They were like this big. And then I roasted them in the oven. We roasted them all together. And then we cooked some jasmine rice, and we served them with jasmine rice. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, that was the best jasmine rice I've had. So that is definitely one of the go-tos for the future. We're going to be taking those bad boys and dicing them up to pieces and roasting them, because yes, golden beets are amazing, bro farmer. With golden beets are amazing. Try them out, bro farmer. Look, okay. Golden beets, I'm going to have to say they don't taste anything like regular beets. They taste completely different to me. And I think it has something to do with the color, the pigmentation of them. The Sweet Spot says, I'm not crazy about beets, but I need to get with them. You know, we can, like I said, we can train ourselves to like pretty much whatever we want to like. It takes some time, you know, our taste buds reconfigure throughout our lives and everything like that. So we have to consider that and allow ourselves to be able to try new things and expand our horizons and become more comfortable with things that we previously might not have been so comfortable with. So expand them horizons, you know. Yes, exactly, Miss Craft. She says, especially if your first experience tasting something is from a grocery store. Look, it's gonna be different when you get it from your own garden, no matter how good it's gonna be at the grocery store, because they can only get to a certain level of quality when they're trying to be super hyper consistent within a market base. And you know, on a small level, we as gardeners and small farmers and things like that, we can really focus on high quality consistency down the board, because we don't have to dedicate so much efforts to a large operation, you know. And as we get bigger, I think it's important that everyone who ends up big starts somewhat small, because it lets you be able to stage appropriately to a certain point. You can control your quality all the way up to the top, but you have to make sure that it's at a rate that you can actually maintain and sustain throughout your whole growth process. So I'm just trying to make sure that I stay within that paradigm of being able to maintain what I can and being able to grow off of that base. You know what I mean? So Drops Family Garden says, what brand is the canner? If Presto, don't trust that pressure gauge. Okay. So Drops, it is a Presto. What would you recommend as far as compensating for the pressure gauge, if that's a problem that you have with the Presto canner? I'm gonna still use it, and I'm gonna try to make sure I use it to the best of my ability. But if you can drop some knowledge and some intel on that, I'd really appreciate that, my fam. Okay, so Growing with Hudson says, can't wait for all my Roma tomatoes to can tomato sauce. Look, that sounds like it's going to be amazing, especially because Roma tomatoes are typically known to make a really really hearty and really full-bodied sauce. And if you're growing them straight out of the garden, it's only going to increase those effects by somewhat of a fold. So you can expect to have some pretty brilliant stuff to come on out of that garden, fam. Yankee Sister says, yes, it's almost canning season. It's among us. It's the fun time of the year. Look, I bet the more that I can, the more that we do preserving things, the more that kickoff to that season is gonna actually be more like Christmas. I notice as I age, I'm starting to realize that everything that when I was a kid, Christmas gave me a certain excitement, and as an adult, there are so many other things that give me that same level of excitement, but it's not Christmas anymore. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I think it's just reality kind of setting in. So Miss Kraft says, "Oh, I'll have to give that a try." Drops Family Garden. Oh yeah, that's what we're here for, fam. We out here spreading knowledge and sharing knowledge with each other, no bounds, and we just keeping it moving. Hey, Sneaky Puddle Ranch, I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are beautiful people, and y'all deserve that praise because y'all are just beautiful spirits, beautiful souls, and I really am appreciative of y'all, and y'all are a huge part of life, for me. So I'm excited that y'all are here tonight, and I'm super thankful for y'all being here, family. So Growing with Hudson says, making some hot sauce. Okay. So Crazy as Homestead says, I got to figure out how to can the jalapenos and the sweet peppers. So, so my thumbnail on tonight is my pickling, my pickled products that I have. And, that's how I'm going to actually go about preserving those peppers and things like that. I'm going to end up pressure canning some of them as well. But I really, really, really like the crispiness and the zing that comes from pickling peppers, the spicy and the sweet peppers, because it like increases the crispy crunchiness of it too. And I really like that. It's like it makes it draw into itself and get a little bit more compact or something. And it really increases the rigidity of those cells. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just, and then I don't know. And I sweat a lot. I work outside and I sweat a lot. So naturally, pickled things are going to be just wonderful. It's going to really help with the whole electrolyte balance of the body when we're sweating out all of our minerals and things like that. So those are things to consider. Y'all are out there in the garden. Y'all are farming. Y'all are harvesting your crops. You're sweating and you're letting go of all those beautiful minerals inside your body. So you're going to have to replenish them. And what beautiful way to replenish them than having like your own produce that you can inside of a pickling solution that's going to draw out the minerals of that into the solution, and you're going to be able to actually have the benefits of that. So look, I'm over the moon about it. So Jeffrey Lindquist, welcome to the Lion's Den. Come on in and be a part of this feast, family. Jeffrey Lindquist says, hey, FarmerQ, a little late, but here I am. No worries, fam. We all got to get here when we get here, and we all got priorities to tend to. And like I always say, I appreciate that you could just be here despite everything you got going on in your life. So, fam, if you came here at the last 5 minutes, came here at the first 5 minutes, I appreciate it, and I got love for your family. So, appreciate it. Okay. So everybody's speaking to each other. Everybody's getting acquainted with each other. I'll take this moment to take a sip of my water. So I'll say one thing too, y'all. Like, as I do more lives and as I do more of like the YouTube thing and everything like that, I'm just feeling so like in my own shoes. You know what I mean? I'm feeling comfortable within my own space. And I really just don't mind just being me. You know what I mean? And I've always been me, but it's just like it's coming out more and more at the forefront every single day as we walk on this journey together. So I appreciate y'all. And fam, I appreciate y'all with all my heart. And, y'all are a huge pivotal part to my development as a man through my life, because I choose to make it so. I choose to take this experience and make it a hyper positive experience that's very developmental from a fundamental standpoint. So thank you, fam, for being here. And thank you, fam, for contributing to my life force. All right, back at it. Crazy Ed's Homestead says, I just made that video getting the seeds planted on today. Okay, I'm ready to see both of them, the raised bed building and the getting seeds planted. So Miss Cosmic Cultivator says, working side by side with Mr. Cosmic, blessed to be able to do that and feasting on knowledge at the same time. Okay, so y'all are working side by side. That's awesome. That's so awesome. That's so cool. So Broke Farmer 76 says 20 watching and 12 likes. You know, show some love to your brother. Show some love to your brother, y'all. Y'all got a young lion up in here. Show some love. I appreciate everybody for being here. So Crazy as Homestead says, what do I put in the jars besides the peppers drop? Oh, okay, you're asking drop. Yeah, that's what I love about our family. We all got so much insight for each other. Okay. So yes, it was mentioned earlier that borage is good for women's health. And, you know, so Drops was talking about how beets they have nitrates in them and they help with blood flow. So you can see how beets would be helpful for men's health, and then borage is going to be helpful for women's health. Growing with Hudson said beets are very good in salads as well, or two. Yankee Sister said, oops. Hey, so I wanted to take a minute to just say, you know, isn't it awesome how we're already talking about the subject matter and we ain't even like prompted or nothing like that? That's what I'm talking about with the lives and everything like that. I just make a subject matter and I meditate on it passively through the day. I think about it, do a little soft research on things that I might not be so sure of, and I just let it manifest, you know. I just let it manifest, and I think that that's the most seamless way of going about things, and I really enjoy the way that it kind of cultivates the true learning kind of aspect. Okay. So Yankee Sister said, I have not had problems with my Presto. The gauge has to be calibrated yearly, though. So that's one thing that we have to make sure that we're doing. And I'm super happy that Yankee Sister mentioned that. I'm going to make sure that I read that whole manual before I even get started with the Presto pressure canner to make sure that I'm savvy about everything so that I don't make too many user errors or anything like that. Because I know that me being new to pressure canning, me being new to pressure canning makes me be the most susceptible to user errors. So I want to stay accountable with whatever I'm doing. So I'm going to definitely read that manual and I'm going to calibrate that thing yearly. So that even makes me tell y'all too, like if y'all have a pH meter that is like a digital or analog pH meter for that matter that displays a actual reading of whatever that reading is, make sure that y'all are calibrating that pH meter once every 2 weeks. Yes, you might think, oh, once every 2 months or something like that. Once every month, I'm going to calibrate my pH meter. But no, once every 2 weeks, because I've done a test recently that basically I've established that pH meters, the Milwaukee one that I have, it actually drifts 0.1 every few days and it'll stack up and you'll end up with bad pH really quick. So I just wanted to say that. I wanted to insert that in there, you know, just things to think about. But yes, I'm going to definitely calibrate my pressure canner because I want it to make sure it's displaying the correct information so that I'm not hitting the wrong marks. Okay, let's see here. Crazy Ed's Homestead said I have to learn how to can. I have a lot of stuff that needs to be canned right now. And you know what's epic about that, Crazy Ed? I bet that you had people in your life when you were a youngster that you remember doing a whole lot of canning. And I bet you also remember at some point in your life that it was actually really normal for people to can all kinds of stuff. And I'm not trying to date you by any means, my brother. I'm not, I promise. But I want to make that a normal part of life. You know, I want to make that just as normal as feeding the chickens in the morning. You know what I mean? I want to make that something that is a part and a fabric of everyday life for my family. You know what I mean? So to be able to have a pantry that has a ample amount of a food supply based off of the harvest that we have compiled through our garden through time, that sounds like a video game to me, y'all. That sounds literally like living in a video game. And I don't know about y'all, but that's pretty epic and pretty adventurous, you know. And that goes into the entry for the channel, FarmerQ's Garden Adventures. I know y'all remember that little intro I made. I feel like everything that is happening within the garden fits the mold of like that adventure. You know, what are we going to produce? How are we going to restore the lands? You know, like all these things play into the whole vision. And I think that it's so beautiful that we are pushing this forward and we are really taking action and applying a lot of this knowledge that we're learning. It's important. And I'm super happy that y'all are a part of this and y'all are a huge pivotal part of this, y'all. So let's go down because we got a lot more people joining. So I'm going to make sure that I don't miss anybody. I'm going to dedicate to the chat for the next few minutes here because we're well within our lesson, y'all. We're well within what we're talking about. So I'm just going to shoot right into the chat, laser into it. So Crazy as Homestead says, I have 2 pressure canners and 3 water bath canners. Okay, that's awesome. Let me get some water real quick. I'm talking the moisture out. Okay, so, all right. My Rhode Island res, you ain't miss it. You're here right now, family. You're here right now. Welcome to the Lion's Den, and come on in and be a part of this feast, family. You ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing, fam. G Mama Grows, you did not miss this. You did not miss this. We literally still warming up. We're into what we're talking about, but we're still also warming up a little bit too. We're kind of right in the middle of the rising action of what we're talking about. So y'all come just in time, fam. Y'all come just in time. G Mama Grows, welcome to the Lions Den on this night. You've always been a part of the pride. So we in here feasting tonight. Come on and be a part of it. My Rhode Island Reds, you said the music is too loud. Can y'all hear my music through the thing or whatever? Let me know. I'm sorry if y'all. I'll turn it down if y'all can. Didn't mean for that to happen. I think he might be talking about. He might be talking about his music is too loud. Okay. Either way, just let me know. Okay. Drops just getting Ed like schooled on the canning and everything. Oh yeah, love that. So Crazy as Homestead says, I made. This is what he meant to say. He said, I may dehydrate all of the jalapenos. Okay, that sounds like a good plan because dehydrating things, pretty much any preservation is either adding some kind of moisture to it that's going to make the pH be so acidic that it's not going to be attacked by bacterial pathogens and things of that nature, or taking all the moisture out of it in general so that it can't sustain life to any of those pathogens. So dehydration is a very viable way of actually preserving food. And once you vac seal that bad boy after you dehydrate it, you can pretty much rehydrate anything that you dehydrate, and it's going to be really good. So that's something to keep in mind. And these are all wonderful video ideas, by the way, y'all. Just take it and run with it. We all here to create, fam, and you know, we're all here to try to enrich each other and add to each other's idea pool. So feel free to take whatever you want, because it ain't mine. I learned it from somebody else myself, and I'm just paying homage to that knowledge by sharing and hoping that it is applied by the beautiful, wonderful family that we all have. You know what I mean? Thor Haven Farm, how you doing tonight, fam? Welcome to the Lions Den. He says, what's up? Hope you and everyone is doing amazing, and the gods are smiling upon you. It's like, may the gods smile upon you. I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that, fam. It's so good to see you, Thor. AJ's Green Thumb LLC. How you doing tonight, AJ? It's good to see you, my brother. Every time I see you, you know, I just get to jamming. I just be like, because whenever I watch your videos in the morning, because you be posting early in the morning, so I be watching your videos like clockwork. Whoever be posting in the morning, I be watching all those videos because that's my typical time that I really just be diving into some videos that I can at this busy point in the season. But y'all check out AJ's videos. I'll be jamming in his videos, and I'd be like, in the fact that I jam right along with AJ in the videos, you know, he's not jamming because he's not listening to the song as he's making the video, but you know, I'm jamming and I'm dancing along with the video, but it helps me really vibe with the energy that he's putting forth and the excitement that he has about harvesting everything in his garden, or whether he might be showing y'all a landscape install or showing y'all his perspective about how he arranges different things within his landscape, or it's just epic. He has a lot to show y'all. So just go check out AJ's Green Thumb LLC, y'all. Much love to the brother AJ. Be doing some awesome stuff over there. So Crazy as Homestead says, I may dehydrate all the jalapenos. No, I'm messing with Tiffany if she was here, but the jalapenos and the banana peppers. Okay, that sounds like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Growing with Hudson says, love the live, but have to go make my hubby some homemade nana pudding. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And until next time. Hey, that's Growing with Hudson. Out. No, I'm just playing. No, I'll see you later, Growing with Hudson. Super happy. Well, I'm super happy that you could come tonight and spend some time with a young lion over here and spend some time with the other lions of the pride. You know what I mean? And I hope you got a full belly with the knowledge that we're feasting on tonight. So I'm glad you could be here. So Drops Family Garden says, this is a very solid piece of advice for anyone who might be pHing anything and doesn't have calibration solution to calibrate their pH meter. When in doubt, use a good old pH strip. Can't go wrong with that as far as generalities and trying to figure out roughly where you might fall on the spectrum. So if you're not sure about your calibration of your meter, you're looking at that and you're like, I don't know about all that. And you got some basic pH strips laying around, it's going to really give you an idea of how far your pH meter might be off and give you an idea of what your pH might be in the range of so you can be happy and be secure with whatever you're watering in. G Mama Grows, thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. I'm always trying to share something that I got in this old noggin up here because it's always flowing and raging with all kinds of torrents and waves of knowledge. You know what I mean? And as I age, I'm getting better at really just captivating and sequestering that knowledge. I'm definitely spending more time sitting around thinking as I progress within my life and everything like that. And it is yielding dividends to whatever I apply that to. And I'm super happy about that, family. Super happy about that. Thor Haven Farm says, I so love this community. Everyone just rocks. And you know why that is, right, Thor? Because we all out here getting it done. And we all out here, let me tell you something. When you have a group of people, like a large group of people where everybody has a skill base and nobody's being like hyper judgmental out of a weird place or nothing like that, you're gonna have a space that there's so much like-mindedness, but yet so much contrast and people having the ability to disagree, but yet still add to the general pot of ideas. It's going to make the community rock because, you know, we ain't out here wasting time. We ain't out here wasting nobody's time and really just, we're getting to the point, y'all. We're getting to the point. Let me take this banner down. I've been having my email just sit up here and tick forever now. So I'm going to take this off right now and I'm going to put this up here. Welcome to the Lion's Den, y'all. Welcome to the Lion's Den. Everybody who's been here, everybody who comes is welcome to the Lion's Den. So let's see here. So yes, if y'all didn't know, my new email address is lioncrestoutdoors@gmail.com. Super easy. Made that super easy. So if anyone ever wants to email anything to me, just email lioncrestoutdoors@gmail.com. So yeah. So Miss Cosmic Cultivator says, growing your own food really is the greatest adventure. And just like a video game, you have successes and failures. I couldn't agree more. Of my goal is to start my own pantry and honor my ancestors. That sounds like an epic life right there. It's super. So Miss Cosmic Cultivator says honoring her ancestors. That is super, super, super important. Y'all, welcome my auntie Tracy Taylor. She's in the Lion's Den on tonight. She says she's late, but she is here. I'm super happy that my fam, Auntie Tracy, could come. I was at her house earlier and we was talking about some irrigation stuff, doing some diagnostics, some troubleshooting. You know, I'm going back out there and we're going to really get down to the root of the problem. But y'all, I'm so happy that my Aunt Tracy Taylor could be in the live on tonight. And I shared my channel with, she was already subscribed, but I got her on the notification chain gang. You know what I'm saying? So now she in the building, she in the Lion's Den. Girls Lawn, how you doing on tonight? I'm super glad you could be here, fam. I'm glad you could be here on the night, and welcome to the Lion's Den. If it's your first live in FarmerQ's Lion's Den, it's everybody's Lion's Den, but if it's your first live in here on tonight, welcome. But if it's not, that's my bad, and you're always welcome, as always. And I'm thankful that you're here on the night. So Drops Family Garden says, if you're gonna can, make sure you have a lot of lemon juice on hand, especially for tomatoes. Okay, that's a really good piece of advice, and I'm gonna remember that. Let me actually put that in my notes here. I'm gonna write it in my notepad right here. Let me put this down. Drops is always dropping stuff that I put in my notes. Drops always coming through with that. So let me add this to the notes real quick. Lemon juice on hand, because I got a lot of vinegar on hand right now, but I need to make sure that I have a lot of lemon juice on hand for tomatoes. Always good to take in new tidbits of knowledge. Crazy Ed's Homestead says, and I also got 2 plants of chocolate mint. That is dope. That is awesome. That is so awesome. You know, I've heard so many people talking about chocolate mint this year. It's like it's trending or something like that. It's like, for real. Oh, yeah. Hey, show that love, you know? Girls Lawn got that. Look. She got that lawn, y'all. She is on point with it. And, you know, she was part of the Stripes Challenge, which was part of the We Working team, you know, and she is just a beast over there, y'all. She is getting it. So let's see here. You didn't miss it, GG Naturals. How you doing, fam? We here, fam. Look, we here tonight. We gonna spend some time tonight, so it's all good. And we are well within our talking point, but we still talking about it. We still really on it because I still got to show y'all something that's a part of what the live is all about tonight. I got some cans that I'm gonna show y'all, some actual jars of we got some pickle jars of different varieties that I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all like 3 different types of pickle jars that have different variations of harvest from the garden and everything like that, which coincides with the video that's going to be released on tomorrow evening. So be on the lookout for that video because I'm going to have a video coming out tomorrow evening at about 5:30 Central Time that shows my whole process of me canning. So, or me pickling. So it's going to show that process and it's going to show what I put in it and show like some of the pitfalls that I went through and show some of the things that I had to overcome and things like that, and then show the final product of it. So y'all be seeing that here tonight because y'all came and showed love on the live, so y'all be getting a closer look on the insights of what I've actually already done. So nobody's late. Everybody's well within on time. Look, they call me Sunshine. You ain't missed nothing neither. Look, we in here, fam. We in here, and I'm behind on the chat, you know. So yes, I do have a dog. I do have a dog in the background. That's Rusty back there. You know, he laying on the ground. He's chilling. He always likes to chill by my side over here. So he be in here with me. But yeah, nobody missed nothing. Nobody missed nothing. Okay. So Thorhaven Farm says I gotta up my game and start working on my pH and science knowledge. So a lot of times in our soil outdoors in the ground, pH doesn't matter as much as when you're in containers because your pH in the ground outside is going to much more regulate itself based off of the parent rock material that you have in the ground. So whatever kind of rock that y'all have in your ground, whether it be limestone, whether it be basalt, whether it be sandstone, all this stuff, it's all going to contribute to the pH of your soil and contribute to the mineral contents of your soil. And when you're growing in the ground, it's going to you're going to do subtle changes and you're going to add agricultural lime to make sure that it balances out at a certain point. But in containers, it is pretty important that we kind of have a general understanding of pH. And you know, you still don't have to know exactly what it is, but it's going to up your game. So always consider learning this new stuff. I'll tell you right now, I grew stuff in containers that I didn't pH one day in my life, and I had a really good harvest. And then I've also grown things in containers so I've grown tomatoes in containers where I pH, and then I've grown them where I didn't pH. And then what I found is, you know, just knowing and understanding the pH, even when I didn't apply like pH up or down to the situation, I was able to adjust my nutrient program to accommodate for the changes within the pH based off of what the nutrient might actually be naturally acidic or if the nutrient is naturally basic. You can just kind of give yourself a little wiggle room within that. Hey, Girls Lawn, sharing is caring, fam. Like, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Yes. Drops is help. Drops, I'm so appreciative of you being in here, helping spread the knowledge and really having so much care for everybody to really just share it. So, fam, I just wanted to give you a quick shout out. Go check out Drops Family Garden. And, you know, if someone could drop a link to Drops Family Garden channel, to Girls Lawn channel, like, I'd appreciate that because I want to share some love with them. And I'm, we're going to share some more love later in the live a little bit too. So let me keep it moving. So, okay. So there you go. There's my website and everything. Lioncrest Outdoors. Oh, no, this is my, so since it's the same, it all is the same. So lioncrestoutdoors.com is my website. Lioncrestoutdoors@gmail.com is my email address. So it's all streamlined now. It's all going to be the same. So you don't have to get confused or anything like that. Hey, thank you so much. They call me Sunshine. She says, let me say those were some beautiful peppers. I appreciate that, family. I appreciate that. I put so much love into those peppers. I put so much love into everything in the garden. And I really appreciate when family can give me some compliments on it, because that feels like you're complimenting the actual life in the garden. So I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Girls Lawn says, happy to be here. And I'm happy to have you too, family. I'm happy to have you. Let me see here. So you never heard of chocolate mint? So it's just a different variety of mint, and it has like a, I don't know if it necessarily has a chocolatey smell to it, but it has a different kind of a smell to it, Let me see something here. I think I might be missing something. Oh, okay, I'm not missing nothing. So Crazy as Homestead says, it is awesome. You can put it in your coffee. Yum, yum. So what can you put in your coffee? Oh, chocolate mint. Okay. I'm excited to try it. I'm actually excited to try chocolate mint, because it sounds like it has some pretty versatile uses in the kitchen. So yeah. Okay, so here's a knowledge drop, y'all. So we're gonna take a moment to share this knowledge drop from Drops Family Garden. No pun intended. Knowledge drop from Drops. That should be like a, you know how they have, all right, and this is the news. So here's blah, blah, blah with sports. They should have we should have like a transition. So here's the knowledge drop from Drops Family Garden. No, but it's like, Drop says, add 2 tablespoons of bottled lemon juice or 1/2 teaspoon of citric acid per quart of tomatoes. For pints, use 1 tablespoon bottled lemon juice or 1/4 teaspoon citric acid. Okay, definitely going to, I got my, what's called the snip and sketch. So I'm going to snip and sketch the screen right now just to save that. There we go. That's a really, hey, just to let y'all know, that's a really good way to save moments in time. You just snip and sketch. You'll take your little scissor tool on your Windows toolbar, and you'll just take the whatever's on the screen and you'll save it. It's like a way of doing a customizable screenshot. Okay, so Drops Family Garden says, didn't want you to start canning a bunch of tomatoes and find out, need lemon juice. Okay, so Drops, is that if you're pressure canning tomatoes, or is that if you're pickling tomatoes as well? Because I actually did add some of my yellow gooseberry tomatoes to the pickling mixture of some of my jars. So let me know, fam. I want to make sure that I'm doing it. I want to make sure, not that I'm doing it necessarily right, but I want to make sure that I am doing it in a safe kind of a way. Like if you're telling me to add all that stuff to my pickling solution as well for the tomatoes, I'm going to pickle the tomatoes separately from everything else. So just let me know. I'm trying to learn this stuff and be doing all this stuff the right way in a safe kind of a way. So Girls Lawn said pickled veggies are so freaking good. I really want to learn that skill. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for Drops to kind of comment on what I just asked, and then I'll add what I want to add to this. So just keeping it real. So C Thomas says, I am trying to find apple mint. That sounds amazing. Yankee Sister says, can't wait for the pickling video. I'm excited to drop it. So what I've started doing is I've been getting my videos ready a few days early so that I can make sure that it's fully uploaded before I even upload it to actual YouTube and drop it on YouTube, because it lets it upload as 4K. So I can actually have that be at the highest quality possible. And, because I really do like the camera I have, the GoPro. It's really nice, and I like using it a whole lot. Grow Something. So our buddy, our family, Grow Something with Jeff is in the building in the Lion's Den. Let's give him a warm welcome. He says, hey, everyone, just wanted to jump in for a bit and say, hey, he's on vacation. Look, fam, enjoy your vacation. Look, I'm so appreciative that you could come and drop by, fam. Look, but get out there and enjoy your vacation, because I'll be doing that. I'll be focusing on that vacation, get my money's worth out of that bad boy. P3, how you doing tonight, fam? Yeah, the puppy's in the background. Rose is in here. Rusty's in here. We got a whole gang coming in here. Pink probably going to up here too. So you know how that goes. All the puppies, when you get to talking out loud and stuff like that, they think they're just talking to them or something like that. So they all just gravitate in here when I do lives and things like that. Oh yeah, I know that's right. We got some beautiful moderators, some awesome moderators in the room tonight. So let me do this real quick. I'm going to pull up a separate tab here real fast, and I'm going to make sure that I can shout out the moderators real quick. I got this. There we go. So the moderators in the building on tonight. So special thank you to GG Naturals Homestead. Thank you for stopping by, Grow Something with Jeff. And Stinky Puddle Ranch. Look, fam, I appreciate y'all with all my heart on. And I appreciate everybody, but I just want to give a special thanks to the moderators on tonight. So I appreciate y'all, and I really am thankful that y'all could be here on tonight. I know that's right, GG Naturals. Drops with the knowledge drops, right? Oh, it's all love, Girls Lawn. It's all love. We all growing together. We all rising to the next level together. And then as we rise to that next level together, we learn and we earn together. So it's beautiful. There's more than enough to go around for everybody. So let's see here. Okay. So Grow Something with Jeff, I did pickle it. I pickled with vinegar. So yeah. So thank you for that confirmation. Let me see. Okay. Got it. Okay, they call me Sunshine. Thank you so much for being here on the night. So glad you could come by the Lion's Den and take part in this feast on the night. Hey, if you was here for 5 minutes, you got your belly full and you're getting out of here. Look, family, we give the time that we can give. So I'm thankful for it, family. I'm thankful for it. So Drops Family Garden says I'm talking about canning tomatoes. Okay, so I took that note and I did put canning in parentheses, so I'm glad I did it like that. So he says pickling is usually just vinegar, sugar, and water. So yes, my pickling solution is pretty much what Drops Family Garden said, but I added a few extras to it. Like I added some garlic to mine, and I also added some it's just garlic, vinegar, sugar, and water. It's nothing really elaborate, but I'm actually planning on adding little hints of herbs and things like that as I kind of experiment and as I kind of broaden my base and things like that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the natural flavors from what's in the garden pop so heavily that I really don't need to add much to it, but it's always good to accent flavors and really just balance things like that. And it's a journey. It's fun, right? So Drops Family Garden says I made some spicy sweet pickled radishes last week out of the garden for salad relish. That sounds amazing. That sounds really good. So Tiffany and I, the first pepper we tried from the pickled peppers is the sheep nose pimento pepper. And boy, let me tell you, it is amazing. So I'm going to take this moment. I'm going to pause this moment in time. I know I got to address more in the chat, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some of the cans that I made and show y'all some of the cans that I made, because we got some really cool stuff. So I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring 3 different can variations and show y'all what we're working with a little bit. All right, we're back. So let's see here. We're going to get to the bottom of the chat real quick. Then we're going to show the pickle jars that we have right now. I'm excited to show them. Okay. So, okay, I got you. GG Naturals Homestead says the herbs kick it up a few notches. I'm excited about messing with that. And I want to grow my own herbs and add it to the canning process as well. I feel like pickling, so we can even make our own vinegar, fam. So
I want to make my own vinegar. I want to make the sugar. I'm not so sure about the salt. You can just get salt. I mean, but I want to try to make as many things as I can come from the garden, make as many things as I can come from the land. And, you know, that'll come in time. But pickling is one of the things that I can make the most unique from the garden, as well as canning too, you know. Okay, Yankee Sister. She says she'd like to try pickled green tomatoes this year. That sounds amazing right there. So C. Thomas says I added a grape leaf to one and a bay leaf to another for my pickles. So, okay, one thing that I did hear you can add to pickles is a oak leaf. You can add an oak leaf because the tannins inside of the oak leaf actually preserve the crispiness of the actual things inside the pickling solution. That's one thing I learned on one of the Facebook groups I'm a part of, and that was like, I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna be keeping that in mind. Yeah, girl, something with Jeff. No botulism for me. We do not want that in our lives. Okay, so I'll show y'all real quick. We're at the bottom of the chat. I'll show y'all real quick the three different canning solutions I have. So this is the first. So check this out, y'all. This is a mixture of my Buena Mulata peppers, the spicy peppers, the yellow gooseberry tomatoes, and the little potato cucumber. So you have right here the little potato cucumber, you know, at the bottom. And let me get a better view on it. Let me see if I can get it. So you can see the inside of one right here. And it is beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So like, and there's the Buena Mulata peppers right here. When I first put this in here, it literally was like green light, red light, yellow light. So it was, I mean, the green kind of almost immediately went away. But it's still really pretty. And I'm excited to try it. But y'all see those tomatoes up there? Don't they look delicious? Wait till tomorrow when you're watching the video when I'm slicing these bad boys. Like, it just looks so delectable. And y'all, like, if y'all could just peep the smell, look at the garlic on the bottom. Just floating at the bottom. You got some, like, garlic, and you got some, like, got a few pepper seeds down there. You got a few cucumber seeds down there. But, oh, my goodness. So, yeah, so y'all see Tracy Taylor in there talking about, yes, bring some of those tomorrow. Yeah, she's going to get some. She's actually getting some from FarmerQ. She's going to be the first. She's going to be the first customer support. So really excited about that. That's the first mixture. So it's kind of got some spice to it. So I'll show y'all the second one. So this one right here is just a little potato cucumbers. So this is just pickles, like literal cucumber pickles. It feels weird calling pepper pickles, you know, because when you pickle something, everything inside that jar is a pickle. So these are cucumber pickles. But cucumbers are typically known as what you would pickle. So these are like typically called just pickles. So yeah, but these are the little potato cucumbers, and this definitely has a different smell than the actual other one. The other one, the spice comes through with the smell a lot, and you can definitely smell the spiciness inside of it. But man, these are some wonderful. I just can't wait to try them. So I'll show y'all the last jar real quick. So this is the last jar. These are the smaller jars. These are what I would be like selling on the Flipside Marketplace. And they have a mixture of the tomatoes. As y'all can see, the yellow gooseberry tomatoes at the bottom. They have a bunch of the Buena Mulata peppers. They have sheep nose pimento peppers in them too. So you see the bigger peppers up here are the sheep nose pimento peppers. And then they also have the Buena Mulata peppers as well. So you get a 4-plant blend from the garden in these jars. So these jars are the Power Punch Packers, I call them. So no pun intended, but those are P3 as well. So let's go to the chat. Don't want to miss anything. So yeah. So GG Naturals Homestead says that looks great, Q. Hey, I'm excited about them. I'm excited, and I'm excited to keep doing this. Like, it's like as I do this, I want to do it more and more. It's like it definitely has traction to it. She says, "Oh yes, bring these tomorrow." Oh yeah. I will definitely be bringing them. I will definitely be bringing them by. Drop says, okay, yeah, it's 30 miles or so to the nearest food place for me. Not that I'd eat there, though. So is it called like Sloppy Joe's Mom and Pop or something? I'm kidding. So AJ's Green Thumb says, yum. Look. Hey, exactly. I'm excited. So Tiffany already got in. She's gotten into the pickle solution Been probably about 3 weeks old. This in the fridge. She's hitting it every day now. So Steampuddle Ranch says, I see what you did there, and it looks awesome. Thank you so much, fam. You know, you're going to get to see a lot more as we get the pressure canning season kicking off. So yes, Growing with Jeff. Those are the little potato. Y'all, Grow Something with Jeff sent me the little potato cucumber seeds. Shout out to Grow Something with Jeff. He's a moderator. I don't want him to link his own channel. Can somebody please link his channel in the chat for me? And I'll do it myself if I have to, because yes, I forgot. And I'm sorry I forgot, but Grow Something with Jeff sent me those little potato cucumber seeds. And yes, that's what they look like when they're fully grown and harvested right there. And you'll see them on the video tomorrow as well. And look, I'm going to do better about remembering who sent me what as far as seeds go, because I just throw all the seeds inside of the organizational container and I just plant them whenever I get ready to plant them. So I'm going to definitely be marking that off, but I'll for sure be calling that out in the lives, especially if you remind me. So yes, Grow Something with Jeff is definitely responsible for me growing those this season. I probably would not have even grown cucumbers if he didn't send me those seeds. So yes. So Girls Lawn says, I'm doing this. Yes, Girls Lawn, do it. Do it, fam. Do it. That's what we're here for, to motivate and inspire each other. Thank you, GG Naturals. I appreciate that, family. You know, I'm so happy with it because it's like we learn so much from our family and we strive so much to take part in what we are learning. And it really is nice when you can go full circle. Drops Family Garden says, hope I get a lot of cucumbers this year. I want to can a lot of them. I hope we all get a lot of stuff, especially with how these grocery stores been shaking things out lately. Carl's Jr. Okay. So that's what the story is. Okay. So, okay. I have not tried. So I went ahead and pickled all of this harvest. I got some more outside to harvest. And this next harvest of little potato cucumbers, I'm going to actually try it and actually I'm going to do a little taste test video and actually link you in it so we can actually shout you out the right way and everything. And I'm going to try the little potato cucumbers like fresh out the garden, raw. And then I'll give you my opinion on it so you can have that, my brother. So I appreciate you once again for that. Drops Family Garden says, mustard fried chicken sounds good for dinner tomorrow. Oh my gosh. So you're going to marinate it in that mustard? That sounds like it's going to be good. So yeah, they just throwing some love ups for Grow Something with Jeff. Oh yeah, you know, thank you for the love, moderators. Thank you for the love. So okay, so now that we've shown those two, like those different cans and everything like that, like that's really that's the first, and we're going to talk about seed saving as well, but that's really the first thing I really wanted to really dig into tonight. And I think we did a really good job of really just kind of going right into it without really having to like designate from what we were talking about already, like stray away from what we were talking about already. We just flew right into it and we're flowing still as we speak right now. And, you know, pickling, gosh, like just look at this. Like I literally go in the kitchen. I go in the kitchen multiple times a day and I just stare at these. They're so beautiful to me. They're so beautiful to me. Like, I'm so proud of this. Like, I don't know if y'all realize, like, it's like, I don't really know how to put it in words. I'm just super, super, super happy about that. And we're just going to keep building on it because why stop there, right? Okay, Grow Something with Jeff says, I grew them indoors and only got one. I love that little emoji face. It's so funny to me. Oh yeah, doesn't it? Stinky Butter Ranch? Like that sounds so delicious. So Tracy Taylor says, I can't wait to actually plant something. This group is awesome, so inspiring, and great job, nephew. Look, we built this community together, and now Auntie Tracy's a part of it. Look, we building fam, and we're all elevating each other together, and that's what it's all about. And I wouldn't have it any other way, right? I mean, we in here just kicking back on this evening. We might be sipping on some Stella, sipping on some wine or something like that, you know, kicking back. And it's just a really nice vibe, really nice environment to really take in knowledge and really share knowledge with other people and other family. You know what I mean? So I couldn't ask for more right now. And I'm happy with everyone here. Very happy. All right. So Drops Family Garden says probably go through hot sauce 2-1 versus ketchup around here. I'm gonna get into some hot sauce making too. So you just reminded me of something, Drops. I went outside this morning and I noticed that a lot of my yellow Trinidad scorpion peppers that have set fruit, like a lot of those peppers are starting to turn yellow. So they're starting to ripen up. So yeah, we're going to have some yellow Trinidad scorpion, full-bodied, full-grown peppers coming out of the garden here soon. And y'all, just be ready. Because the one that I harvested earlier in the season that was like that small, I could tell that bad boy didn't hold nearly the heat that these bad boys outside are holding. Because they're big. They're real big. And, I'm going to pull up something real quick just to show y'all what we working with. So, and it was a thumbnail I used the other day, but I'm going to pull this up as an image and just share the image and everything. But I just want y'all to see how big these peppers are. Goodness gracious. So let's see here. We got this right here. We're going to share that window. We're going to minimize it, and we're going to do like this right here. We're going to add this to the stream. But I just want to share that with y'all real quick. I'm going to make it really big, but y'all check that out. Let me take Drop's message off the screen. But y'all look at that. Look at those peppers, y'all. Look at those those yellow Trinidad scorpion peppers. We're going to make some hot sauce out of those, y'all. Like, and y'all see how mean they look? And y'all see how greasy they look? Those things are literally oozing out heat right now. And the one that I harvested earlier in the season looked nothing like this. Like, it literally these look like they just, you know how when you mad at somebody and you squint your brow up, you're just like, you know how when you squint your brow up, you like this, you're just like, Those peppers looking like that. Those peppers like, ugh. Those peppers looking nice, boy. I'm excited about those. So they're gonna be pretty hot. They're gonna be pretty hot to the tongue. Okay, so Drops Family Garden says fermenting is a good way to go too. So Grow Something with Jeff did some fermenting. Grow Something with Jeff. He made some fermented pepper sauce, and he said that it lost quite a bit of what's wrong with my voice? He said they lost quite a bit of the heat through the fermentation process, but it held a very good flavor. So, I mean, if you're not really down with the heat, you could always take something that is very hot with some flavor to it and really dial down the heat and really bring out the flavor profile to it. So that's always things to consider. Yankee Sister says, been burning up my dehydrator with herbs and can't wait to burn up the Presto with sauce. That's what I'm talking about. You're going to be making sauce like you the boss over there. Oh, yeah. So Broke Farmer 76, yes, I said some of us, we might be up in here sipping our Stella, and I was talking about you, Broke. Talking about you, brother. Look, Broke probably got the Stella right now. And if he don't, look, he going to have it at some point on the live. So that Stella is the go-to. And I want to get some Stella Black because that stuff is good. Okay, so C. Thomas said, yes, I just processed my first fermented pickles. Try to get some sour pickles. That sounds like it's gonna be good, C. Thomas. So is in your picture, C. Thomas, is that Dreadlocks Amaranth? Is that like some kind of amaranth variety? It looks like amaranth. Let me know. Younger sister says Stella. Drop says yes. Yeah, I will be making salsa verde this year. That sounds like it's gonna be good. So you're gonna be making some green salsa. I love it. I love it. Cosmic Cultivator says we can't make diabetic friendly stuffed jalapeno peppers with peppers from our garden. That's gonna be amazing. I already could tell you, like, we don't even gotta. Of course, we'd love to try them, but I mean, like, I already know they're gonna be amazing. They're gonna be super good. Okay, so Drops Family Garden said, okay. All right, y'all. We got another knowledge drop from Drops Family Garden. So take it away, Drops. No, I'm just kidding. But he says, yeah, he says you want to starve hot peppers a couple weeks before you harvest so the heat will be maximum. You got to ratchet that bad boy up. Okay, I'm going to definitely keep that in mind. So as far as that goes, Drops, what would you say if like your peppers are really big, like your pepper plants are really big and you have like different layers of flushes on your pepper? Like, so my bottom layers of my peppers on the Trinidad Scorpion, those are all starting to ripen. The middle layer, you might catch a touch of yellow, but those aren't really ripening yet. Then on the top, those are all still green. So what would you recommend as far as that goes? Because I still would like to get maximum heat, but I also want to make sure that the plants are being adequately fed and make sure that they're supplied with the right amount of water. So let me know, fam. Let me know.
Oh man. Okay, Girls Lawn says kids are poking. This was fun. Good night, all. Good night, Girls Lawn. I'm super glad you could come by. Super glad you could come by. So Gigi Natural says my mom says they get angry. Yeah, those hot peppers be getting mad. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean, but yeah, they got that scrunch face in a good way. It's like they pouting, but we love how they look when they pouting, unlike some people. Yeah. Yeah, they they got that mad look to them. Yeah, AJ, for real though, they really do. They got that scrunch face, that Grinch face. So Gross Uncle Jeff says the last one is the best tasting sauce so far, but yes, no heat. Okay. So yeah, Jeff, that was just Gross Uncle Jeff confirming that, because that's where I even learned about the fermentation taken away from the heat, is his channel on the video that he made about the fermented pepper sauce that he made. So yeah. Bro Farmer 76 says he drinking that watermelon flavored Stella tonight. Facts. Oh, okay. So Drops Family Garden says cut the vine off and let them ripen like a tomato. And then he says some people just snap the vine too and leave them hanging. Okay, so that's a good way, because I've heard from people that peppers don't ripen as fast as tomatoes off the vine. So that's a good way to ripen them while keeping the like vitality about them because one thing I noticed is if you let peppers ripen off of the vine, they'll kind of start to dry out fast, or dry out faster than they ripen. But let me know if what you're saying is a way to avoid that drying out, because they're on the actual vine and they can hold a little bit moisture. They can hold moisture a little bit longer. So I'm wondering about that, because that's the problem that I'm facing with harvesting peppers that are partially ripe or that I want to allow to ripen a little bit more. So let me know about that, Drops. So C. Thomas says, yes, Q, that is Love Lies Bleeding Amaranth. I took this pick in Colorado years ago, and that place set the spark in gardening. Okay, it's always really awesome to hear kind of what inspires people to start their journey. And I didn't even mean to hear that, like as far as what they shared, but that picture always, ever since I met C. Thomas, that picture has always resonated with me, and I'm just now asking that question. So it's really cool to see what that's about and see that it actually is amaranth. So Grow Something with Jeff says I haven't put the video yet up on the video yet on the new one, and he's talking about the sauces that he made. So yeah, Grow Something with Jeff, let me know. I can't wait to see that video, because that sauce looked delicious, and it had like this thickness to it. You know, it had that wing sauce thickness to it, I call it. Okay. Cosmic Cultivator says we are growing that exact same amaranth. Ours is about 1.5 feet tall so far. That's one thing that I forgot to really get incorporated into the garden this year. I meant to plant amaranth in the garden, but I never got around to it. Apparently they make some really good greens, and you can even eat the seeds. You can eat every part of the amaranth plant, and it's very nutritious for you. And then on top of that, amaranth is a predator draw. Like, so if you have amaranth in your garden, it seems like the predators will target the amaranth over a lot of your other crops. And then on top of that, the predator damage to the amaranth doesn't have as much of an effect to the actual plant vitality and health as the other plants. So I'm super happy that we're talking about this tonight, because that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to grow amaranth, because this is a pest draw from other plants. So keep that in mind. We're getting these knowledge drops from Drops right now. Like, well, no, this is from I'm so used to the knowledge drops from Drops, but this is from Cosmic Cultivators, you know, like they are talking about growing the exact same amaranth, the Love Lies variety. And amaranth is so good for the garden in so many ways. So just be looking out for that. So Drops Family Garden with another knowledge drop says what happens is when they are starved for moisture, the heat in the placenta backfeeds the moisture and heat back into the pepper. Otherwise, all heat stays in the placenta, which is the strip which holds all the seeds. Okay, that's really good to know. So I'm definitely going to be keeping that in mind. I'm definitely going to take that in mind, take that into heavy consideration when I'm harvesting those hot peppers. Gigi Natural says amaranth is really good. Okay.
Okay. I'm excited to actually get it planted for next season and everything like that. So Canadian Proud, I might even actually try to plant it this season. It might be a little late, but hey, whatever. We're going to try it anyway, right? We got like over 5,000 seeds. We got literally a 5-pound bag of amaranth seeds. So we use it for microgreens. So Canadian Proud Get Outdoors says, what up, what up? How's everyone? Long day at work? Wet and chill here. Oh, okay, but came home to a good meal. Just heating up a local peach pie with vanilla ice cream for dessert. That sounds so good. That sounds so good, Canadian Proud. Peach cobbler is my weakness. Oh, but it's peach pie. Okay. Oh, I wonder how that is. I've never had peach pie. I've only had peach cobbler. Yankee Sister says, can't do hot peppers, but I'm going to see what my relatives are made of, especially the ones that can't wait for the hot peppers to be ready. They don't know what they be wishing for sometimes because they're going to bite off a little bit more than what they can chew. Pun intended. So Stinky Puddle Ranch says, I have never grown amaranth. I will be looking into it. Yeah. So amaranth is a very good source of carbon for the garden. When it actually when it dies for the season, it decomposes back into the soil. It actually builds your humus or your humus layer in your soil faster than other plants do with their root system. So, you know, when you chop plants down and you allow the root systems to decompose into the soil, those root systems contribute to the humus of the soil like a lot more than regular stuff. And then amaranth's roots actually contribute dramatically more. So amaranth is a very good nutrient-dense plant that you can recycle back into the garden, and you could also take seeds from. They produce tons of seeds, and then the leaves are beautiful and full of antioxidants. Goddess Leo, how you doing tonight, fam? How you doing tonight, fam? It's good to see you in the Lion's Den. You know, we in here just chilling tonight, fam. We rolling. The time's just flowing. Fam's in the building. Okay, shout outs to Broke Farmer 76. You know, in the Lion's Den, you know, he inspired that idea for me. Like, so whenever he would say in the building, it'll make me think like, I'm like, dang, that's so cool. I'm like, man, what about in the Lion's Den? And, you know, so he didn't give me the idea for the Lion's Den, but he gave me the inspiration for the idea. So just shouting out Broke Farmer 76. What's good? Love Notes. How you doing tonight, family? It's super good to see you in the Lion's Den on tonight. I'm glad you could come by and spend some time, family. You know, we just in here. Oh, okay. So I'll go ahead and show the jars a little bit more. So we're going to pause because I see a few people coming in. I'm going to get back to the chat as soon as I show this off again and everything. But I wanted to show y'all a few of my jars that are going to come out on the video tomorrow at 5:30 Central Time, by the way. So this is my pride and joy right here from the garden. So this is my 4 vegetable variety of the canning solution. I mean, of the pickling solution. So you have the yellow gooseberry tomatoes at the top. You got the Buena Mulata peppers, fully ripened. They're orangish red. Yeah. Fully ripened in the middle. You got the little potato cucumbers at the bottom here. So this is the 3-blend mixture. This right here is the all little potato cucumber mixture. So this is all of its pickling solution, but this is all little potato cucumber. So this is a 1-blend mixture. And then the other one we have is a 4-blend mixture. And this is the one that is going to go on the Flipside Marketplace later. And you have the yellow gooseberry tomatoes at the bottom, the Buena Mulata peppers here at the middle. You have little potato cucumbers here at the top. And you also have sheep nose pimento peppers inside of it as well. So it is a bang-tastic blend of flavor, y'all. So I just wanted to show that for anybody who just came into the live on tonight and just show some love. So it's good to see you, Love Notes. What's up, Sunday Backyard Farmer, my brother? How you doing on tonight? It's good to see you in the Lion's Den on tonight. I'm glad you can make it. I'm glad you can come spend some time with this young lion over here. Oh yeah. Okay, Cosmic Cultivator says we've heard of an amaranth seeds honey candy bar that sounds. Oh man, that does sound like it's some fire right there. Okay, so that sounds interesting. Like make some granola out of the garden with different seed mixtures. Somebody take that down and do it. I'm telling you, it's going to be fire because Cosmic Cultivator says he's already heard or they've already heard about something like that. So look, get on it, fam. But it's good to see you, Sunday Backyard Farmer. I hope you didn't work too hard at the job today, or, you know, I hope you still got some in the tank, you know, for the night with the fam. What's up, Bo Jan? It's good to see you on the night. I'm glad you could be a part of the Lions Den on the night. You've always been a part of the pack, but welcome to the feast on tonight. We just talking about some preservation of different vegetables and fruits in the garden and everything like that, trying to really conserve and preserve what we get out of the garden because we want to make sure that our harvest goes as far as it can go. And I'm going to tell y'all right now too, if y'all can and pickle things, I'm going to tell y'all right now, people are a little bit more likely to eat those vegetables from your garden because a lot of times people get kind of like mystified, like it's like a glamour kind of thing. They get mystified or they get kind of like confused a little bit about like what you might be calling what you're growing because a lot of people only see what's grown at the grocery or given to the grocery store. So when you come at them, hey, I got some little potato cucumbers here, eat these. They're like, what is that? But then when you slice it up and put it inside of a jar and they can see the inside of it, they're like, oh, okay, that looks like a cucumber, just a little different. So they'll probably try it a little bit better. So whether you're sharing it with people, with family, whether you're selling it to a client base, anything like that, it's always good to make sure that you preserve it or preserve it in some kind of way. So Love Note says, I have amaranth seeds, but haven't planted any. Okay. Yeah. I've only planted amaranth microgreens. So I've only really taken the baby sprouts of them, harvested them, and they are delicious. That was the best greens I've ever had in my life, hands down. What I would do is I would take a handful of amaranth microgreens and I'd throw a pile of them right beside my eggs in the morning. And I have my toast with them with my strawberry preserves. Oh my gosh. The amaranth mixed with the eggs, you can see the red juice coming off the amaranth and bleeding onto the eggs, and you could just feel the nutrient density coming off the amaranth microgreens. It was so good. It was so good. Let's see here. So yeah, there you go. Drops. It definitely works. It definitely works, and it's very tasty. They taste amazing actually, and y'all gonna make me. So I have a video, y'all. I have a video, amaranth microgreens. It's a little old. It's like when I first started making YouTube videos. But you can kind of zip through that kind of fast if you want to, or you can watch the whole thing. But it gives you I think I actually even try the amaranth on that video, and I taste test it and everything. So it's delicious. It's really, really tasty. Thank you so much, Goddess Leo. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, family. I appreciate everybody's kind words about the pickling solution that I got and everything like that. I put a lot of love into that. The first time that I got all that like put into the pickling solution, it took me a long time to make that video. It took me a while, but after I made that video, I did some more pickling. And that pickling just kind of went faster. So I'm imagining the more I do it, and this goes for anything in life, the more you experience it, the faster the process is going to go, because inevitably you're going to learn the processes and dial in your processes a lot faster. But I just literally I wake up so early in the morning that I have about 2 hours in the morning where I'm really just doing stuff like just general maintenance for my stuff and my projects that I have going. So this morning, I literally woke up, and as I was just drinking my morning glass of water, I just started pickling some stuff. It was just like part of my life. And I was so excited. I was hype on another level, y'all. Cause I'm very reflective, y'all. I always try to really pay attention to what I'm doing. And one thing that I noticed is it's becoming a habit. This stuff is becoming a habit for me. So inevitably it's going to make me want to grow the garden better, protect the garden better, supply the garden better, give to the garden more. It's going to make me want to be a part of that whole system all the more. And then as we grow and as we progress forward in our journey and things like that, it's only going to bloom and blossom and just explode into something that you can't even recognize from the beginnings of it. So I'm excited, y'all. Needless to say, I'm excited. Y'all can probably see it right now. Love Note says I was going to grow amaranth for my bees. That sounds like it's going to be. So bees love amaranth. They are enamored by it. So you can get you some leaves off of it. You can get some bee attractant. Get those bees really buzzing and pollinating the different things in the garden. It sounds like it's going to be nothing but win out there with that amaranth. Andale Homestead in the colony. Good morning, TT Andale. I'm glad that you could come and be a part of the Lions Den tonight. You are always a part of the pride. We in here feasting. And I know you in here just feasting along with the rest of us. And I'm glad you could be here on tonight. Bojan says looks better than the stuff in the store. Thank you so much. look, you know, it's because all that love we put into it, you know. It's an everyday thing out there. I'm out there loving on those plants every single day. Goddess Leo says, now I am hungry again. That's how it is. That's how it is when you mess with old FarmerQ. We always gonna have some food in the building in the lion's den. Because we feasting, y'all. We feasting. Okay, Sunday Backyard Farmer said, yeah, I'm still at work. I got you. That's how it is, you know, when you're out there on that grind, you know, you're out there trying to make ends meet, you know, we out here. We out here. That's all I got to say. For the first 3 days of this week, I was out there pretty dang heavy. I was out there on Monday and Tuesday, I was out from 6:30 a.m. to about 5 p.m. or so. And I put my time in because I schedule all these irrigation jobs and landscape jobs and stuff. I put my time in really heavy at the beginning of the week and kind of taper down as the week progresses to allow my body to kind of recover, because I know that sitting out in the sun for 10, 12 hours at a time, it takes a toll on your body, and you have to give your body time to recuperate from that whole thing. So, you know, we all out here working. That's another thing I appreciate about our whole community, is the fact that we all out here working whatever we doing. Okay, Drops Family Garden says Sango purple radish microgreens are really good too. Look, I'm going to definitely be bolstering for the wintertime, because, you know, we can grow things indoors, and I do have indoor grow lights and things like that. I'm going to be growing me the heck out of some microgreens this winter, and we're going to make sure that, you can can microgreens. If you can can the big greens, why couldn't you can microgreens? So look, be on the lookout for that too. Probably be doing videos about that this winter as well. Be growing trays of microgreens and then doing canning and making that into one video and condensing it all to about 8-9 minutes. Really just slam pack that content really hard into each other and make it super, super valuable. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited. Y'all give me ideas, y'all. Y'all are invoking my thoughts, getting my brain stimulated up in here tonight, y'all. I'm super appreciative of that. Teresa Miller, I appreciate that, family. Hey, I can't, you know, I'm just thankful. You know, I appreciate you throwing that sub my way. And, you know, it's nothing but love, fam. It's nothing but love. So Goddess Leo, is it hot and sweet or just hot? So it is hot and sweet. That four mixture is hot and sweet, because we got Buena Mulata, which can be as hot as cayenne or a little bit hotter. Mine are a little bit hotter than cayenne. You got the sheep nose pimento pepper, which is a sweet pepper, kind of gives it some balance. You got the little potato cucumber, which is going to add some coolness to it as well. And then you have the yellow gooseberry tomato, which is going to probably add more coolness to it and balance the mixture a little bit more too. You got to also realize that I'm putting inside of those jars, I'm putting 2 tablespoons of sugar in them, pure cane sugar, turbinado, if you will, pure cane sugar in them, to kind of balance out that heat and kind of balance out the pickling effect to a degree. I'm also putting like 1 teaspoon of pickling salt inside of each jar. So just throwing some extra knowledge on top for anybody who might be wondering. So yeah, but it's going to definitely have some heat to it. But you can ask Tiffany, the heat definitely is very tolerable, because it's like, it's been tamed down, but then the heat carries, it's like the heat lasts longer, but it's like lesser heat, and it carries over to the aftertaste a little bit longer. So Drops Family Garden says, you know, you're addicted when you're planting carrots in the dark. That's tough. Those seeds are like, you can't even see them. You must got like a beastly headlamp on. Yeah, you addicted, and it ain't nothing wrong with it at all, fam. It ain't nothing wrong at all with that. Yes, Yankee sister. We all guilty. Love Note says, I brought seeds to grow food for pollinators, buckwheat, amaranth, sorghum, etc. That's awesome, Love Notes. That's super awesome. And buckwheat, oh man, that stuff is amazing. That stuff is so amazing. There's so many things that buckwheat can be used for, and a lot of people don't even think about it. I know for one, I would use buckwheat as like as a cover crop in between crops to make sure that I keep my soil living and enhanced. So basically, I would amend my soil and maybe plant like a buckwheat crop over it for like 3 weeks to 4 weeks. I don't let it ever go to flower, but I always chop it and let it return right back into the soil. And that really helps with getting your nutrient availability kicked up to a high level. And then, so in Love Notes she's getting it for pollinators. So she is actually letting it go to flower, and she's letting the pollinators actually thrive and benefit from it. So there's so many different things you can do with it. And I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing plant. All these are amazing plants. Cindy Squirrel said, can't wait for pickling season here. Nothing like pickles. Hey, I know that's right. I know that's right. Canadian Proud says, that's awesome. Makes gardening not overwhelming if you know what to do with it all. Preserving was definitely smart. I agree. Love Notes, that's exactly what I was thinking. And that's why I'm like kind of semi-addicted to it now. I'm like, man, I just want to pickle everything, right? No, but we're going to balance it out. We're doing a lot of pickling now because there's not as many things as far as like, because I'm not going to pickle my greens. I'm going to pressure can my greens. And we don't have any greens right now because we cut them all down to start the next set. We're not going to start them immediately, but we cut them down to start the next set. And yeah. What's up, New Art Gardener? So, New Art Gardener, I realized that you sent the message to you sent the email to my website for the free seeds, and I got you. So tomorrow I'm shipping out some seeds to some different people and everything like that. And I already have your seeds already packaged, ready to go, New Art Gardener. So I haven't forgot about you, but that's why it's been so long, because it wasn't on my actual email. It was actually on my website, which I've now streamlined it. So my email address is now lioncrestoutdoors@gmail.com. So it's the same as my channel, and it's really streamlined. So here's my email address. I got it ticking at the bottom again, so you can see it and everything like that. But that's why. And I mean, you know, I'm gonna hook you up for sure. I'm gonna give you about 30 pepper seeds. Okay. Drops Family Garden says canning microgreens will turn them into a soup. Hey, we might be having some microgreen soup out here. Look, now I'm kidding. We're gonna try it at least once, but if it turns into soup and it still tastes good, we might make it a kind of an unintended thing that is now intentional, right? Because if it's like some nutritious juice, what if we took microgreens and we turned them into the soup component of it, and then we added some bigger stuff to it to actually add the solids to the mixture or something? I don't know. I'm being crazy. I'm being wacky over here. AJ's Green Thumb says, facts. We out here, bro. That's what I'm saying. We out here. Grow Something with Jeff, have a great night. I'm super glad that you could come by on tonight and that you could show some love and hang out with the family. Thank you so much for moderating on tonight, and we appreciate that, family. Okay, so Teresa Miller says plenty of microgreens videos. I don't know if she meant she has them or if there's plenty of microgreens videos out there, but yes, there are plenty of microgreens out there. And one of the channels that I have learned a lot about microgreens from, and I have no shame in shouting them out whatsoever, because they haven't never been in my channel or nothing like that, but I have nothing against that whatsoever. But I just wanted to shout them out because I appreciate everything about them and what they have to teach and offer, and they do a lot of awesome, cool tests. So there is a channel called On The Grow, and On The Grow, so they're a couple, or their brothers. I think they're a couple. Don't quote me on that. But basically, they're a group of gardeners who basically grow microgreens and do tests with different mediums, do tests with different nutrients. They grow different types of microgreens. They show you different cooking things with the microgreens and everything like that. So that's who I've been inspired and motivated by to do my microgreen stuff. And that was when I first started YouTube. And I'm going to basically definitely be looking at their videos more for different insights and things like that, because they're even based locally from where I am right now. They're based like literally 10 miles down the road. So that's pretty cool. I know that as I go to these farmers markets, because I'm going to start going to more farmers markets and sharing some of my products at farmers markets, I'm definitely going to run into them at some of the farmers markets because, you know, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Stinky Butter Ranch. I feel you. You and Drops on point with that. And I'm pretty much, I'm agreeing with you on that. I just want to see what happens one time for the one time. Oh, man. Hey, Broke Farmer 76, it's always a pleasure to have you, my brother, my fam, my internet cousin. You are now out of the lion's den. I appreciate you, my brother. You have a wonderful night and you sleep well, Broke Farmer. So here's a gem drop from Drops Family Garden. He gonna take it away. He says, if y'all growing heirloom plants, make sure you leave some to mature to harvest seeds for next year. You never know if seeds will be easy to get next year or whether seeds will be good. That is 100% correct. You never know what's going to be available, so always plan for the worst. Always plan for the worst. Andale is throwing a link down for the Flipside Marketplace. Take a minute to thank Andale right now as being a moderator and helping out with the channel. Thank you so much, TT Andale. You are appreciated. So there is a link to the Flipside Marketplace. If you go to that website and then you look for my store at Lioncrest Outdoors, you can. My store is actually linkable as well. I'll find that later and stuff, and I'll put that down in my description, my videos, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I've actually sold a few seeds. I've actually sold a few seeds already on the Flipside Marketplace, y'all. And I'm gonna put the Buena Mulata seeds on there like tomorrow. They're gonna be cataloged on my store tomorrow. And you know, I can't wait to just really broaden the catalog and offer more from there. So I'm gonna tell y'all, the Flipside Marketplace is the way to go as far as selling your seeds, because I'll give y'all a little knowledge drop right now. So whenever I make a sale on my website, which is through Wix, they charge me $1 per sale, which that's not a big deal when you're making like a $30 sale or like a $50 sale or something like that. But when you're selling a pack of seeds for $2.50, when you're selling a pack of seeds for $4 and they charge you $1, that is a huge part of your marginal gains that you could have. So no, I do not. I don't sell. I'm gonna offer seeds on my website, but I'm probably gonna offer more like kind of different things that would make more sense from that kind of a basis. But I'm gonna be offering like my whole catalog of seeds through the Flipside Marketplace. So be on the lookout, y'all. It's a wonderful website, and they have amazing things that you can learn and use in your garden. They have like zone information. They have soil building information. They have like chemical application information. They have all kinds of stuff on there. So check it out, y'all. What's up? What's up? Joe and Sue's Off-Grid Adventure. It's my first time seeing you on tonight. Welcome to the Lion's Den. You are now a part of the Pride. Welcome along for the ride. So glad that you could be here on tonight, Sue. Thank you for coming. Okay, so thank you, Love Notes. Appreciate that, Love Notes. So Cooking with Dorsha, how you doing on the night? Super good to see you, fam. So if y'all didn't know, Sunday Backyard Farmer and Cooking with Dorsha, they are a family and they have their own channels. I highly encourage y'all to check them out because they do some awesome stuff on their channels and they have some beautiful moments with their family and they're always willing to share and give us a piece of their life. So just take a moment in time to go and hang out with them over there at their channels, Cooking with Dorsha and Sunday Backyard Farmer. They're amazing people, just super amazing people. And it's not, just awesome people. So Drops Family Garden says there is also a health benefit to buckwheat, weight loss, and helps manage diabetes. Okay. All right. I'm learning some stuff, y'all. I'm always learning. Oh, so Love Note says the bees, they love the Thai basil when it flowers. And the Thai basil. I just love the smell of some Thai basil. And the bees, they definitely be flocking on that basil. It's something about certain flowers, y'all. So Miss Cosmic Cultivator sounds like a perfect balance of everything. Awesome job for him with you. So much love in one jar. Oh yeah, it's all kinds of love up in that jar. I'm super excited about it. What's up, Misunderstood Garden? I'm super glad you could come by the live. Welcome to the Lion's Den. You've always been a part of the Pride, but you're now along for the ride. Come along and feast with the family tonight, y'all. And you know what's crazy? We kind of just dived right into the seed saving part of the live as well. So yeah, as far as saving seeds, it's what it sounds like. Whenever you're doing whatever you do for however you do it, you need to be saving your seeds. And Drops Family Garden said it. He said it earlier in the live. And let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll repeat this again. Drops Family Garden says if y'all are growing heirloom plants, make sure you leave some to mature to harvest seeds for next year. You never know if seeds will be easy to get next year or whether the seeds will be good. This one comment, right here covers my whole segment on seed saving. And you know, since we've been talking about so many informative things and so many insightful things on the night, we don't even got to crack open a whole new book of worms or whole new can of worms about seed saving. So we're gonna basically go through the chat, make sure we don't miss anybody. We're gonna say our good nights after we go through the chat, and then we're gonna do a channel shout out on tonight. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of the chat, and then I'm gonna initiate that. We're gonna say our good nights, and then we're gonna be on out of here. Okay, Container Crop says, I have a question at Lioncrest Outdoors. What does the Q stand for in FarmerQ? So y'all, my name is Quintaris. I'm just gonna tell y'all that. And it's a pretty unique name, but that's what the Q stands for. You know, it's just simple. I've always had screen names, usernames with Q at the end of it. My favorite car used to be the S2000, the Honda S2000. So I used to have this Xbox gamer tag called, that's actually still my Xbox gamer tag, S2000Q. So Q is just something about Q, right? I mean, I just love having Q at the end of everything. So, and I mean, it's just like a little, it's a little side branding on top of the branding that's already there. I didn't intend for that to happen, but that's just what happened. AJ's green thumb, I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. Hey, love notes. I appreciate that, family. I appreciate that. I'll be sending those out tomorrow night. I appreciate that. I saw that today. I saw that, love notes. I'll be sending those out tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for those on next week, fam. But you know I'll hook it up. I'm gonna definitely make sure I throw a few extras up in there. Because you've been showing all this love, moderating and everything like that. So it's only due that I throw you some extras. Or I might just throw you a bonus pack of like some Buena Mulata seeds. You'd be the first in line to actually get some of the Buena Mulata seeds that I'm going to offer on the catalog later. So you get some of the bonus juicy bits, right? Thank you so much, Andale. That's the email, y'all. That's the email. So I'm going to change the banner back to this as we get ready to go through this and everything. Hey, that's what I'm saying, Yankees. The moderators are handling that thing tonight, y'all. They handling that thing. I had to make sure my music wasn't coming through the mic because Andale said, FarmerQ, what music are you jamming to tonight? So I'm on my playlist called Low Key. The playlist is literally called Low Key, and it's a bunch of songs that kind of put you in a chill mood. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not. Oh, my bad. So, but yeah, I'm just jamming to some low key chill vibes on the night. So, Love Note says food processing is an old art tradition, but they made me a director of a new cannery and paid for my education for food processing. That is so cool. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Drops Family Garden says if you think of it, you could use broccoli microgreens to make cream of broccoli out of it. Hey, Drops with the drop gems, the gem drops. Okay. I see you. Love Note says, I think I may have sold you out, Lioncrest. LOL. I love it. Love it. Let's see. All right, Canadian Proud, you have a good night. She says, I got to go eat my ice cream. My garden, fam. LOL, this one deserves a spot on the couch to enjoy. LOL. Much love from Canadian Proud Get Outdoors. Much love to you too, my brother. I appreciate you being here on tonight. Okay. Thank you for that. I'm gonna definitely let Turf know that because we gotta keep that thing navigatable and everything like that. And I know, and he told me that they're gonna be doing some different stuff on it, making some changes and stuff because it's in the beginnings of it and everything like that. But the thing that I found to make it easier to navigate is if I get to where I'm going on the website and I copy that link. And then I keep that link saved somewhere so that if I want to go to my store, if I want to go to Turf store or something like that, I just paste the link in the toolbar and then I can just search the catalog. So yeah, it's, yeah, I think that's just some of the kinks of starting something new out though, but it's pretty cool though. I appreciate that. Well, I don't know why I said I appreciate that. I was looking at someone else's message, but yes, this is why I said I appreciate that. Well, no, I don't know why I said that. So, yes, no problem cooking with Dorsha. I'm happy to shout you out. Y'all deserve it. Fam. So, Drops Family Garden says, I raise buckwheat microgreens in the winter. I'm going to be doing all kinds of microgreens this winter. I might be running like 8 different trays. So Drops Family Garden says maybe than it is for me washing them. She's talking about her seeds. Try to remove any of leftover veggie or fruit from it so it doesn't mold, but they're still molding. So yeah, like, and that's something that I've heard too. Like, you just want to really just get a really good dry on the seeds. You want to get them harvested. You want to spread them out on a flat surface and just let everything dry as is. And then if you're going to pick the seeds off of the placentas or pick the seeds off of the endosperm of the inside of the seed, it's going to be easier and it's going to be a lot more natural of a process, because when seeds germinate in nature, they're never washed off. So you got to consider that. I mean, obviously we have the potential to do extra things and stuff like that, but that's just like why you necessarily don't really wash chicken eggs, because when you wash the chicken eggs, you actually wash the protective layer off of the actual egg and make the preservation of it last dramatically shorter. So there are certain reasons why everything is done the way that it is done. Everything inside of a homestead has a reason, pretty much. There are some old like traditions that are just passed down because of the sake of what they are, but most things have a legitimate reason. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Miss Cosmic Cultivator says, thank you, Drops and Love Notes, for the advice. 100%. They are giving all kinds of good knowledge on tonight. Love Note says, whatever you grow, save the seeds because they will grow better the next season because they have acclimated to your environment. 100% true. Plants can transfer information just like humans can transfer information from genetic lineage to the next. You know, they're all taking these genes and passing them over for better growth, whatever environment that they are in. So that is 100% true. Yankee Sister said last year opened our eyes for a lot of things. That is, hey, she ain't never lied when she says that, because, you know, you look at the world around us and you see how it's changing, and you see how much we got to really go back to our roots. Shout out to Back to Our Roots Homestead. Cheryl Swoops over there with her husband Chris and everything. They over there killing it, over there harvesting all kinds of stuff. But yes, we got to go back to our roots, y'all. We have to really tap into our ancestral roots to really come into the cultivation aspect of what we are, so that we can really bring that to the forefront and keep ourselves preserved as a whole in our communities and in our families. Ain't it though? I think it's a nice name too. Drops Family Garden says that's why mine is Drop instead of the 4-letter name that starts with D. That is awesome. That's good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, thank you, Love Notes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Love Notes. And they'll be going live on probably Friday or Saturday, so be on the lookout for them. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for the Buena Mulatas, because I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm going to offer my Buena Mulata pepper seeds cheaper than anybody out there who has them out there right now, because the cheapest Buena Mulata seeds you can find online right now is $4 per 25 a pack. I'm going to offer mine for $3.50 a pack, y'all. Oh, yeah. So be on the lookout for that. Save you a whole 50 cents. And when you save 50 cents 4 times, that's a whole nother pack of seeds. So think about that, y'all. So Container Crops says, Love Notes, I wanted a store but can't figure it out. Container Crops, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy. And this applies to anyone who ever wants some help. Just schedule a time with me. I'd be more than happy to get on StreamYard with you and like do like a one-on-one, and I'd show you how to do that if you wanted to. I'd walk you through the process. I'll even share the videos that Turf shared with me about how to manage your store and all that good stuff, because the Flipside Marketplace is going to get better as we have more people to offer their products on the Flipside Marketplace. So Container Crops, if you get on there and offer your products, I'd be more than willing to help you for free. I don't want nothing from it, you know, and I'd be willing to help you get on there and get cataloged like you need to and everything like that, because it's all love, fam. We got to help uplift each other. Oh, no worries, Love Notes. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Do it. Do it. Do it, the sweet spot. I mean, it's going to be liberating. Make sure you preserve your own seeds and save some for yourself. But if you can sell seeds and buy a tool for your garden, you might. So if you can sell enough seeds from your garden to buy yourself a new shovel, that shovel might last you for 7 years. You never know. And that small investment, and it's all about reinvesting into the garden. It's all about reinvesting into your life. And it all pays off. It all pays off dramatically, you know? All right, Cosmic Cultivators, you have an amazing night. They say have a wonderful night, my friend. I'm going over to check out Vineyard Chicks premiere in 5 minutes. Peace, love, and happiness. Much love, peace, happiness back to you, fam. I appreciate you being here on the night. Container Crop says at the top of Flipside, there's a tab vendor. Click it to become a vendor. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah. So it is a little bit of a process to become, like, not a process as far as takes forever or nothing like that, but you got to make sure that you put in the right information and stuff like that, and you'll be good to go. Okay. Cooking with Dorsa said, love notes, I caught a rabbit in the backyard. I will post the video tomorrow. He or she may be eating my Swiss chard. I don't know. Maybe it's time to make some rabbit stew. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But if you release that rabbit, make sure you release him somewhere far away from your home so it doesn't go right back to it. Yep. And Container Crops, Miss Craft or Turf has contact information at the bottom of the page as well, like she says. So you got a lot of sources of help out there that you could tap into. Just know that. Joe and Sue's Off-Grid Adventure says we've had deer in our garden twice this week. Oh my goodness. They are out there catching their fill. And you know, what's crazy about deer is, like, for you to have a fence big enough to keep deer out, you got to have literally like an 8-foot tall fence. Like, that is crazy. Like, and even so really athletic deer, they can jump over 8-foot fence to box out every deer. You need like a legit 9-10-foot fence. That's crazy to me. That is insane to me. The cost to build a fence of that size is insane. Y'all have a great night, Miss Cosmic Cultivators. Yankee sister said, "Oh Lord, y'all are getting me to go another level in selling seeds." Look, it's the thing to do, you know. And if anybody in this live who gets on there and makes a catalog, I'm going to be one of the first to support y'all. I'm going to go and buy some seeds from y'all because I would love to grow seeds from y'all's gardens, and I would love to contribute to y'all's dream as well. Because, you know, we all out here trying to just grow our journey and trying to grow our dream. You know what I mean? She says, Container Crop says, yes, I am saving every seed I can, and I have a ton already. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look at the love that's being shared between families. She said, Love Note says, drops you on point for growing almost everything. Look at that. Love Note says, drops this second generation of blacktail watermelons last year. 1 plant, 11 melons this time. I can't count all of them growing in a container. That is so awesome. So you're seeing that happen you're seeing that happen firsthand. You're seeing the lineal generations adapt to the environment and get better. That's so cool. Oh, no worries, fam. It's all love. It's all love. You know, like I said, we're here for each other. Here for each other. And Love Notes, I mean, not Love Notes, Container Crops, I'll tell you what, Container Crops, you inspired me in your last live. I changed my not like the details of it, but I changed my email address because I didn't really want to keep that email address that was on there. I wanted to make it more streamlined with my page. And I don't think you inspired me to do this, but it's something that you inspired me through the train of thought. I went ahead and got me a Google phone number. So like I could actually have a phone number that is like accessible to anybody, and I can turn it on and off if I want to. And I can do whatever I want with it. It's so awesome. And I didn't even know that they had that kind of a thing. And I looked it up and I did some research on it this morning. I was like, I'm going with that because I can also write it off as part of my business expenses because I'm going to make that my business phone number as well and just tie it all together. So the sweet spots. Okay, yeah, she says, I love buying seeds. I was kind of joking about selling them, but seriously thinking about selling herb plants. I think it's an amazing idea. Whatever you want to sell, you know, you can offer it on your website, on Flipside Marketplace, wherever you want to offer it, and just give family the opportunity to support you. You know what I mean? In some kind of way. Hey, it's fam. You know, like we got to pay it forward. We got to pay a lot of what we learn forward, and we got to help people where we can. and just do what we can for each other, because it's like realistically nobody really is out here putting a helping hand out for a lot of us. So it's like we got to help each other, and just us helping each other is more than enough, because it's not like we're all just we're not looking to be carried. None of us are looking to be carried on somebody else's back, but we're all just trying to give a hand up. We're just trying to pull each other up a little bit, But the commonality about you pulling somebody up is they're reaching up, and it's an equivalent thing. It's both of y'all are reaching somewhere to grab each other and meeting each other in the middle. So something to consider, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. Cooking with Dorsey said I didn't catch it with my hands, but with my camera, LOL. But I told the rabbit I would have to cook him if he's messing with my garden. I know that's right, man. Some rabbits, they will literally eat you out of a garden. And then some rabbits will just kind of take a nibble every now and then. So Love Note says deer are out here. Hollis family built 10-foot fences on their homestead they moved to in Florida. So I'll tell you what, Love Notes. If I ever had like 20 acres or like 10 acres or 5 acres, whatever I have, one of my plans is to fully fence in a whole acre, and make that the whole garden area. I think within the area I can grow everything, especially starting out. I can expand within that area of an acre, and I really want to put like a really tall fence there. So that might be something that I invest in before I even get the property, y'all. Because I want to really make sure that I can keep the big predators out of the garden, because I'm going to be doing a market garden. So I want to make sure that I protect my crops as much as possible. And I know I'm going to have some loss, but those deer will take out a whole garden for real. Wow. Drops Family Garden says I probably have about 25 pounds of garden seed. That is amazing. That is amazing. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm just reading the chat a little bit, making sure I'm not way behind. So Andale Homestead says, I saw you had changed the about page, Lioncrest. It is wonderful. Thank you so much, Andale. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, family. I'm just trying to like stay safe, because I think that, container crops made me really think heavily about that. We have to prepare for things that could happen as if they're already happening, and be aware and be ready to handle things. And one of the ways we can do that is really just like putting up a good defensive barrier around us, that you can really vet who comes through that barrier, but you could also vet who you keep out of that barrier. You know what I mean? So it's always things to consider. Yes, friendships come with mutual respect for each other. Mutual. That means two-way street. My voice is cracking tonight. That means two-way street. Okay. So Cooking with Dorsha says, FarmerQ. Well, Q, what do you use for squash, acorn, zucchini, and yellownecks? I think she's referring to fertilizer, because I think I briefly saw her comment. I respond to all my comments at once. I try to make sure that I can do that so I don't miss out on anybody, but I didn't miss your comment, Cooking with Dorsha. I remember. So as far as what I use to fertilize that stuff, I use this stuff called BioLive, which is like pretty much just really similar to that 10-10-10 you mentioned, but it kind of has a ratio of like 8-4-5 or something crazy like that. But I also have like my organic nutrients that I made in my garden myself out of the stuff from the garden, and I apply that, and that fills in all the gaps. It works out really well. Oh, that's all. I've seen one of those at one of my clients' house before, and they literally didn't. It was a really nice one, but they really didn't have like any problems with. They didn't have no kind of problems with the squirrels or nothing like that. So Love Note says deer have gotten so accustomed to humans they don't care. They just come and eat it all. I know that's right. So C Thomas says, Q, that's what I'm going to do. Expand on the acre for the garden, and that will bring out the deer. So happy I haven't seen any yet. That's so awesome, C. Thomas. That's so awesome. Okay. A Yankee Sister says, off the subject, son, but I meant to let you know a while ago that your wedding was beautiful. I appreciate that, Yankee Sister. You saw FarmerQ get down, show his dance moves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to go check that out, go check out my wife, Tiffany Cherie's channel. She posted our wedding, and she made it to where she could actually like post it without having copyright strikes and things like that. So she made it really nice and everything. So like the parts where they talked, she actually left that in, but the parts where they're playing music, she added music and kind of mashed it up with the dances and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Okay, Cooking with Orsha, I'll see you later. Fam, this is a great time for me to say this. If any of y'all have a channel, if y'all are a creator and y'all want to have your channel shared in this live tonight, put your growing zone and put your favorite thing that you like growing in the chat right now. We're gonna give that about 5 minutes to tick through, and then we're gonna say our goodbyes and good nights for tonight. But when y'all post these, when y'all post whatever zone that y'all are a part of, and y'all post your favorite thing to grow, make sure that everybody who is within this live right now takes a moment to either screenshot that so they can see if they want to go, like, so they can refer back to it, or they come back to the replay and check that part of the live out so that they can have that insight that they need to go check out some family that they might have missed out on tonight. Because, you know, ultimately it's really important that we connect each other through these lives and make sure that we are keeping this community growing on a day-to-day basis. So yes, please do share. Please do share. The Sweet Spot says, GG, lucky my uncles ain't around. He be soup. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. That deer would be he'd be gone. Are you talking about the deer? Thank you so much, Love Notes. Thank you so much, Love Notes. I appreciate that, family. I appreciate that, family. So I'm just gonna, so everybody who is posting their zones and everything like that, I'm gonna passively just post it in the chat and everything like that. I'll answer any other comments that fall in between those grow zones and the favorite plants to grow. Then I'm gonna peace on out on for y'all tonight, and then we'll just call it a night. But we got to get to our prios and we got to get to whatever we got to do. So it's much love. So okay, so here we go. Drops Family Garden says 6B butternut squash is his favorite. Andale's Homestead says 7A. I mean 8A, and her favorite is peppers. Container Crop says zone 7B, tomatoes, greens, and peppers are her favorite. Sifting Some Soil 55 says zone 9A, potatoes, tomatoes, and okra are her favorite. Gigi Natural says zone 8B, Tallahassee, Florida, peppers are her favorite. Yankee Sister says 6A, Connecticut. My channel is watching everybody else's channel. Much love, and we all are appreciative of the support, Yankee Sister. Dope. And I'm going to bring that back up as well, by the way. Cooking with Dorsha says 7B, 8A, jalapenos and scallions. Okay, I see you. The Sweet Spot says zone 9A, Houston, yard long beans right now. All right, all right. And they probably growing real well. C. Thomas says zone 8B, peppers, greens, and watermelons. All right, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this right now because I can see pretty much everybody's thing right here. I can actually make the screen bigger. There we go. I'm going to take a screenshot of everybody who said that. There we go. Starting with Drops all the way down to C. Thomas. So I got that saved now. Yep. So I want to show y'all what this looks like real quick before I say my peace out on it tonight. I'll show y'all what this looks like real quick. So check this out. This is really cool, by the way. So I'm going to share this and show y'all what I mean by taking that little screen clip thing. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to this right here. I'm going to share this in the stream. So yes, this is what it looks like. So I basically took a screen clip and I just saved all the chat for that little segment right there so that if I need to go and show some love later, I can do that very easily. So yes, I'll stop sharing that. We'll go and I'll because Container Crop says she just registered on the flip side, waiting to hear. Thanks for the help. I will email you if I get stuck, Lioncrest. I'm here for it, fam. I'm here for it. Thank you so much, Drops. I appreciate that, family. So Stinky Puddle Ranch also posted her zone and everything like that. I'm already subbed to her and everything like that, so I don't gotta get a save on that. I'm already subbed to AJ's Green Thumb, but make sure y'all are okay. I'm gonna say this in the live though. Stinky Puddle Ranch says intermediate zone 7B, 7A, and 7B. Fruits and tomatoes are our favorite. AJ's Green Thumb LLC says zone 7A, Maryland, eggplants. Peace, everyone. Love the live, Dr. Q. I appreciate that, family. But everybody's leaving, so we got to do our FarmerQ. We got to do our FarmerQ send-off, our special FarmerQ send-off. But, hey, y'all know what that means. Family, got much love for y'all. And I know that y'all got much love for FarmerQ over here. So y'all know what that means. That's FarmerQ. Out. Have a good night. We'll see y'all later. But I'll give y'all a few seconds to say good night and everything. But I'm going to be out of here. It's been amazing tonight. I got much love for y'all. And look, can't wait for next time. The next live is on this coming Saturday. Look forward to seeing y'all there. Video comes out tomorrow at 5:30 Central Time. Be on the lookout for that, fam. Peace, love, blessings, and much abundance to everybody here tonight. I love you guys. Bye, Auntie Tracy.